And welcome to Lament, Campaign 2, Episode 11.
Stream these ones. Hi.
Yeah.
You?
Oh,
What it do?
Hello, everyone.
Did not
Hi.
need that
Hello.
high-pitched squealing.
Yep.
You are not a
Wee.
raven.
You're not.
Queen?
Imagine Sai doing that. You poke it. You go, hi.
Hi.
I think it's
Hi.
on your shoulder. Hi.
Anyways, so, real quick, because I do want to show this off, we got some art for this campaign.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
That's
Robert.
right.
Believe
Oh, yeah,
Robert.
Robert.
Yes. Yes. My big boy's all grown up.
In commoner, his commoner clothes.
Yep, so,
Being a goofy boy.
I will say this right
Being
up. I
a
did not buy
goober.
this. This was all Cody. He's the one who bought this art. He got it commissioned, and this is his
Hi.
thing. So,
This
with
is
that,
the homie.
give me a sec. I have to upload to a handout so people can see. But I love this art.
Yeah, I do too. It brings out the cheerfulness that is Roderick.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hmm.
Full boy.
Well, the cheerfulness that he was.
But he
Yeah, we'll
Well,
try and
you'll
fix
get to that. You'll get to that, and hopefully, maybe not kill him, but you might. Who knows?
Or I don't kill anybody else.
I
That's
know,
not-
right? I mean, I hope
It
not.
could go. This whole thing could go in such a good way and such a bad way very quickly.
It very much
Yeah.
But it's going to be beautiful.
could. Mhm.
Yes, it will.
Yeah, all right. But anyways, 1 second. I'm gonna make a new folder called Art. Hopefully, we will have more to show you in the future.
Hopefully.
Yep, because trust me, I plan on getting these fucks art.
Yeah.
Why you
What?
do this
No.
to
I can
me?
make my owner, thank you.
You give me nothing. I want nothing.
Why you do
I
this
can
to
make
me?
my owner, thank you.
Why you
Yeah.
do?
Anya's arts are actually pretty solidified. Anya's art's actually pretty solidified.
Yeah, the problem is, no, you say that I commit my own art, but I've literally just messaged you saying you need to finish that picture of the wolf pack.
You literally just did. In
Wait.
which I'm going to continue as we continue on with the session.
Give me,
Fine.
Boss
okay.
Queen.
But point being is that there will be more art, whether it's by me or by these players, but I am going to try and commission
Yeah.
stuff for them. It just will take a while.
Yee.
Just
Yee.
we all know that Sai is going to get the best fan art because Sai is MVP.
Uo Sai?
Yes, I is
Well,
this
I mean-
world's version of Dennis.
To be
Yes,
fair,
much.
Sai definitely deserves to
Yes.
definitely get a win. Anyways, here's Roderick's art. Look,
This is why.
Yee, look at his beauty.
This is why I've started trying to be more nice to him.
yep.
Got them thunder thighs.
Knocking me out
Damn,
with
that's
those
thick.
American thighs.
He's definitely a
Look-
thick boy, and I love it.
Oh,
Look
behave.
at the happy boy. Anyways, with that out of the way, with
Say
that
it.
out of the way, are you guys ready to hop into session?
No.
Let us begin.
When have we ever been ready? But let's do this. Shit.
In the words of
So,
in the words of the asshole that is Simon Cowell, no.
Fuck off.
But let's do it anyway.
so
Anyway.
when last we left the wolf pack, Omen, the tiefling warlock, Anya, the wolfkin barbarian, Armin, the devilish ASMR ranger, Celica,
Yep.
the fawn druid, Lipia,
Hmm.
the Inugami rogue, and Roderick, the Goliath fighter. Armin, Lipia, and Roderick attempted an escape from the Brass Collective's hideout, which was partially successful with the help of new ally and fellow Wolfkin, Valak. However, Roderick was unfortunately left behind.
And got fucked up.
As the party reunited and made new allies in Flicker, the Fire Genasi Ranger, Yozana, the Dampier Sorceress, and Ferris, the nicest fighter ever, who's also an Echo Knight. They eventually were confronted by Kira, who tried to break Armin into killing her to prove he was a monster, but thankfully his friends saved him, with Armin having to come face to face with his past and acknowledge it for the first time. So, and as all this happened, Morthos, Cambion leader of the Brass Collective, went to Roderick, charmed him with his fiendish charm, and gave him a command. Kill his friends when they arrive to save him. We joined the main party as they watch as guards arrive from Coopertown, led by, I believe it was Yozana? No, it was Celica.
Yeah. Celica, and I think Yozana went with her.
Yep. Right, so... Oh, geez, we're not fucking kidding. That's fucking Kira.
Yes, we're aware.
Armin's keeping silent. He's still just kind of just...
Actually,
hugging
no. Actually, no. Forget that, because Omen and you're still basically just crying with each other.
We're just silently, like, we've got our foreheads pressed against each other. Just our eyes. Armin's eyes are closed, and he's just kind of just keeping silent. There are silent tears streaming from his eyes, but he's no longer sobbing like he was.
Omen's just sitting there with him.
He's just staying quiet for the moment.
Right, so, real quick, bounty for her and her particular alive is about, 3,000 gold.
Holy shit.
Holy shit!
That's a lot.
That's a lot of fucking money.
3,000.
How much would it have been if Armin actually did kill her?
Who knows?
Less.
Yeah,
Probably half.
man. Well, thank God y'all stopped me from doing something.
Yeah, that's the only
It
reason
would
why.
be less.
It'd probably be a lot less.
Anyways,
Fuck 10 less.
now, with this, you guys all, like, they're given the gold, however, Flicker takes his cut, which is half, for his group. So you guys get 1,500 gold.
Still a lot of money.
Split that up. How much? Well, annoyingly, annoyingly for the moment, the party's still probably going to give Roderick his share. So I know Omen wouldn't give a damn, but the rest of the party might.
Armin didn't give a shit.
He didn't help. He doesn't
Especially
get
not
any,
at the moment.
He doesn't. He didn't help. He doesn't get any of the spoils.
Celica would be like,
Celica
Celica would champion that Roderick actually gets. Look, he's been through a rough time. I feel like getting this gold might help cheer him up. Okay.
Omen's just kind of whatever the fuck.
And that's 250 gold each.
Yep.
Anya's like, more of these.
They put
yellow
weird value
stones."
on these yellow stones.
I know.
It
They
is
tried to
weird.
tell me it's gold pieces,
That is not
but
gold.
these are just yellow stones.
They are yellow stones.
They are
Oh
yellow stones.
God.
Not another one.
Not another one. It's like, I
Good
know,
God.
right?
At this point, Ferris speaks up. So, we should I was like, that's not for a second, that's gone. We should probably get a rest before we try to invade the fortress.
Quite possibly.
No offense, but some of you don't look the best. Neither do. Some of you don't sound the best, and I don't. And I feel I'm losing a little blood. So
Cough. He's at like half his health, and Anya went down.
Armin has a regeneration feature because he's a fiendish Asmar, so he's pretty much just fine.
true, but spell slots and all that.
Yeah.
Well, you can regenerate all you want, Armin. Nothing's gonna. It takes a lot longer to regenerate from emotional wounds.
Oh hell
I'll be
yeah.
back in 2 minutes. Going to grab a drink.
Wait, that got too real.
Anyways, moving on. So, how about this?
That
Why don't we
hit
set up
home, but
camp,
alright.
we rest, treat our wounds, and then we go and take care of the Brass Collective once and for all.
Probably a good idea. I'll take
Right.
first. I'll take first watch with Araman.
Fair enough. I'll take second watch with you, Azana, then. Anyone want to
And-
volunteer for third?
Don't,
I'll
Those-
volunteer for fourth.
as he says, he says,
Battle
don't think.
Close,
As he says, if on his second watch, it says, don't think I don't have ways of keeping my eyes on you as well.
Can we just say
You
that
should be-
fourth is Anya's
yeah.
watch?
He just mentioned something like, don't think I don't have, even while sleeping, I can keep my eyes on you. So don't try anything.
Try what?
She does. She still doesn't
Remember.
quite trust them.
True, but you can tell Ferris is just like a nice guy, honestly. Like, you don't sense any malintent ever. Try what?
It's just, look, I know it's difficult, might be difficult for you to comprehend, but I've been betrayed before.
I mean, I was a guard. I have been portrayed too. I used to be a guard in a city, and then I was framed for a crime I didn't commit, so I had to. So I was kicked out.
Point being, you can understand I don't exactly trust you, right? 100% trust
We
you.
just met you. We don't trust you. As he just kind of snaps towards Ferris.
Easy, big guy. There are more subtle ways to go about it.
Alright. Alright, so Flicker pipes up. I'll take third watch then.
Fair enough.
Also, by the way, Yuzana's throwing daggers at you, Armin.
Let her. He's not in a good mood, especially not now.
Yep.
To be fair, when is he ever in a good mood?
Yeah,
Armin
exactly.
Omen just puts her arm around your as she's glaring daggers at you. Like, not really. So Omen just steps over and places her arm around your waist.
He just kind of looks back. He just kind of looks at you.
Leave her be. She won't be doing any more damage.
He just kind of looks down a little bit. All right.
I can't help but pity her similar to how I do you. Now I've seen the tragedies that plague you both.
Yeah, as a reminder, Kira did kind of go through indoctrination in like the worst way possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's what it is, though.
Yep. Alright, so first watch.
All right.
Armin and Omen roll perception.
Add 5 to this because of
Armin,
Well, that's a hot start.
Armin, you're a
also an
little
11.
Armin, you're a little in your own head right now. That got way too close to your past and you are comfortable with. 100 feet would be too uncomfortable for you. This is way closer.
Yeah.
So-
I got an 11 as well because of Sai.
You guys don't see anything.
Armin's
Kind of.
just Armin. So like after a little bit, Armin goes. So you did see it.
I did. And I think I want you to know I think no different to you. We don't choose what we are. Some of us are born with powers beyond our control. What you did was you didn't do anything. It was an accident.
Don't lie to me. He's like his eyes are closed and his teeth are clenched. Don't lie to me, Alicia.
Do
You
I
know that's not true.
Do I sound like I'm lying?
Like he's almost on the verge of tears again. He's just
She just comforts you, like places the hand on you, with you. I can't pretend that I can go through that I've been through what you did. But what you're doing now, these are not the actions of someone who did it on purpose. You regret what happened. That proves that you're not a monster. A monster doesn't regret its actions. You made it. Things got out of hand, and unfortunately, the greatest tragedy happened. But you can't blame yourself for it. That's why it's an accident. sometimes ill fortune falls upon the greatest of souls. I know, I've lived through many monsters. You are not one of them.
Why do I feel like one so much?
If you tell yourself something enough, you start to believe it. And you've been told you're a monster your entire life. By people that don't understand. By people that just brand you on the outside appearance. They don't seek to learn the truth. As I have.
Every day, I hear their screams in my head. Every day, when I see my reflection in the water or in a mirror, I see that monstrous form I have. I can't get it out of my head. It's like it's constantly playing on loop. What the hell am I supposed to do?
She just hugged you. Accept it. And let it go. I know that's easier said than done. But it's more proof. A monster wouldn't care. A monster wouldn't spare a second thought. A monster would just move on. This grief you carry is proof that you truly regret what you did. I can't bring your parents back. But it's not a good idea to dwell on something like this. It's only going to pull you deeper and threaten to make you the monster that you don't want to be so much. You care. And that's more than can be said for any other that would hold the title of monster.
I was 9. I just want this to end. I don't know how. I don't know how I'm even be able to move on from it.
She places a kiss on your cheek. You will. Because you're not alone anymore. We're all here. I can never hope to replace the family that you lost. But I hope in time you can find peace with us.
He closes his eyes, and once again you see tears stream from his eyes. He just quickly just embraces you in a big hug.
She allows you to and just pats you on the back as you do. Basically shushing you like a mother would.
His hands are shaking, Omen, you don't even need to roll an insight. You know that Morthos wanted Kira to break him. He's been broken long before this.
It's okay. I'm here now.
Just silently sobbing again.
Cry. It's the first step of healing. It's good to cry.
He's gonna do that for a little bit longer.
Okay.
She holds him for as long as he needs.
Yep. As you guys do that, your watch comes to an end, and at this point, it's Ferris and Yozana's watch. They're not gonna really roleplay much. But go ahead.
As they go, she offers, "Do you want to share a tent with me?"
Ooh,
That's all. And Armin knows he doesn't. Armin knows she doesn't mean it that way.
He just closes his eyes and he just shut up. He just very softly.
If Snow didn't say it, I was going to.
He just very
Quiet.
softly, once again, still eyes closed. He just very softly nods before he goes to wake up Ferris and Yozana.
Oh, is Armin Cthulhu in this?
Oh, fuck himself. No.
Okay.
Not.
Okay.
That's a little far.
A little far.
I'm leaving it there.
Anyways, Yozana
Anywho.
and Ferris roll perception. Alice, roll for him. I'll roll for
I'll
Yuzana.
roll for him.
I'll roll for Sai because Sai gets to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Decide
no,
it.
I lost. Wait.
Because he's
Nope,
always
I found
awake.
him.
Because he's
I found
amazing.
He's under Coopertown.
Yeah, I found him.
Copperkin?
Perception, you said?
Yep, perception.
He's proficient in this.
All right, nothing happens that part. Lipia, you and Flicker are woken for the third watch, and Lipia, you watch as Yuzana sets up her bedroll on the tree and then sleeps upside down, basically like a bat.
She's a weirdo.
This is weird.
Play, play, play.
Okay.
Huh?
Lipia said, okay, this is weird, but okay, fair.
Play, play, play.
I can
You-
imagine Ferris
you
just
weirdly
leaning up
get
against
used to
that
it.
tree.
Yes, you are. Yes, he is. Anyways, you get used to it.
But,
Sadly.
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 was there much to say? So, why did you agree to help us?
The coin, nothing else.
Huh?
You can insight that if you want.
Like it.
He needs a girlfriend. He need better hobby.
Need better hobby.
Anyway, you cannot read him. He is very hard to read. He keeps his face low, and you can't read his facial expression. This guy is very stoic.
At least there's not much. At least the night is nice.
It's very midday. This is midday.
Right.
But it is getting cloudy.
At least the day is somewhat nice.
Hmm.
So, what's your story?
I'm a bounty hunter.
I was supposed to join the, I've got a twin brother.
Hmm.
You're not much of a talker, are you?
No.
Fair. I'm guessing you need, us to roll perception.
Yes. No, you don't see anything.
God bless.
Yeah, Flicker, from what you can tell, he seems like the stoic type. He looks like he's like man on a mission mode.
At least there's nothing coming towards us, which is nice.
That we know of.
Yeah.
If you want a conversationalist, talk to Ferris. He loves talking about himself and his siblings. It honestly gets obnoxious.
Huh?
Apparently, he used to be a guard in Juleton or something. I don't really care.
Wait.
Oh, what?
Yes.
Huh.
Naughty?
The fuck?
Nani the fuck?
Now that's interesting.
Nani the fuck?
Hmm.
Do you know if he's got a brother named... Oh, crap. What was the guy's name again? who's
Ethan.
in prison? A guy named Ethan. Do you know if he has a brother named Ethan?
He does not have a brother named Ethan. He does, however, have a brother and a sister. Give me a sec while I pull up their names. I'm gonna pull up their names because he does have them.
Right.
Another guard by the name of Nilo, and a sister named Lyrel.
Okay. That's interesting. I'm guessing his brother knows, Fuckface McGee.
I do not know someone by that name.
Never named your child fuck face, Vicky.
Sorry. It was it's a
I
name.
mean, there's
of
people
fun.
named Dr. Fresh.
With my group and I have taken to calling someone by the name of who's the dick that we don't like?
Lore Commander Sir Jonathan Wellington.
Yes, Wellington.
Did you really need to give him his full title?
He is vain. It is fun
Jonathan
to say.
Wellington.
Oh.
Have you heard of him?
No.
Yeah, but if you never go to Jorlington, the guy is a racist.
I will keep that in mind.
We should finish up watch so we can at least get some more sleep. Yeah, and that's it. Really.
Yep, alright. Fourth and final watch, it's Anya. Fourth watch is Anya and Valak.
Okay.
Ooh.
Sai sees another raven he's interested in.
Ooh.
My mind's telling me
Cock.
no,
No.
but copyrighted.
No copywriting. We screen this shit.
Copyright.
Alright,
Sorry.
perception,
So,
Anya, and
Perception.
I
Advantage.
hear the straight.
20.
No, stop, Fury.
Stop.
But my barre.
keep moving on. This is an interesting pack you have found.
I know. They're quite unique.
They seem like good people. Better than old pack.
I think so.
They are. They go back for missing pack member. Ours never did.
I know.
Great hunt. Anya. I do not ask you to return to lead pack. I ask you to return because you are still growing stronger. You are only one who can beat Chieftain.
With the whole pack against me.
If
Like, you've seen what they did. Proof is in front of you.
it is not out of a well thought out plan or hunt that I ask you, it is desperation. I know our pack. I
Yo.
know. I cannot be chieftain. Pack will not stand to him. You are only one who has defied him and lived. You are only one who can beat him.
And then what?
It is your choice whether you choose to lead or stay. I have not thought far ahead. I am afraid the moment and not of the future.
You're a wolf. Maybe you should adapt the habit of seeing the future. As for returning back to take care of him, I'm not too sure. Yet, that is.
Please, at least consider request. Alright, at this point night has fallen and rainfall has begun to settle in and begin to fall as it become a rainy night. All of you are awakened and you see Yozana hanging from the tree and then like flipping herself off. Okay, she does a very good job.
So everyone's awake. Y'all would see that Armin and Omen do walk out of a tent.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, Lippia just raises a single eyebrow but says nothing.
Celica, I don't
Anya
get
doesn't
it.
care.
Alright, but
Armin, when you do that, Armin is just like, he just like looks at you and he's like,
Feeling better.
I have a lot to think about, but thank you.
You're welcome. He then goes and puts the mask back on and
alright. So with that, you guys begin to head to the Brass Collector's Fort, where the entrances are sealed, but Armin and Olympia, you know that there are entryways on the roof. There don't appear to be any guards on the roof currently.
Armin looks at the whole group and he says, we escaped last time by climbing down from the roof. There are entryways there. There are not normally guards up there.
True, but we have to be careful.
very likely.
You need someone to scout the roof, yeah.
Yeah.
She walks up to it, keeping stealth. Let's roll stealth for her. Okay, she rolled pretty good. And you watch as she begins to climb the roof, like as if she was just crawling on the floor. Like, that's how easy it is for her.
I tell Sai to go and like flutter onto her shoulder so I can get a view.
She does, and she looks up. Inside, you see there are no guards on the roof currently. But there are, however, with that being said, there are footsteps approaching the entryway, which out of game is where Armin, Lipia, and Valak escaped last time.
Okay. Although Omen wouldn't know that because she wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
What do you see?
I'll relay what I see.
Do you give
I
specifics
know-
like directions and everything? Like where it's
Yes.
located?
Yeah.
You two knew recognize it as where you escaped last time.
Yeah.
However, as this conversation is happening, 2 guards come up and guard that entrance.
Damn it. It's
What?
guarded now.
Damn it.
Am I not surprised?
They're very prepared. We need to think of another way in.
Very likely.
Perhaps we could just
can-
knock them out on top. There's only 2 of them.
We'd have to do it quick. They got a
Yeah.
single
We'd
word
have to-
out.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we'll need to find a way to get on the roof, and unlike Yozana, I don't think all of us can climb, so does anyone have an idea?
No.
Unfortunately, I don't have. I have rope. I guess we can use.
That's the point.
I have a way to make it a little bit easier to get up there without being seen, but I don't have a. But we'd still have to climb.
Yeah.
How long rest? I can just quickly make that. Yeah. I don't have any way to make it easier. Also, mage armor at will. I don't have any way for us to make it easier to get up there. The only thing I can suggest is a rope, but that would still leave a chance of getting spotted.
Is Yozana still up there?
Yes, you haven't there isn't a way for her to come back.
Shit.
True. I doubt I could climb up there.
Jesus.
Fuck off, Roderick.
Are there any other? Okay, so does it look like there's any other entrances that we can see?
The 2 doors, and whatever ones lead into like on the roof. But the 2 doors are guarded.
Yeah. We're not walking through the front door again.
That was a mistake.
The other option,
Yes.
I suppose the other option we can do is wait for the guards to change shifts. There'll be a small opportunity.
We could definitely try that.
You're
Problem is
unsure
we have
when
to
they
wait for
rotate,
them.
though. That's the only
That's
problem.
we'll have
with
to
that
wait for it. We'll have to wait for it.
Wait for it.
Timing.
Wait for it.
Copyright, no.
Sorry.
Anyways.
Sorry.
Yeah,
on it?
so currently you guys are in fact like you guys have no longer how long that will take.
How high up is the tower that we escaped from?
Again, I said this was a 2-story structure, so based on the tower like extending outwards, approximately 25 feet.
Okay, I have an idea. Give me a second.
It's just the second floor has nothing on it. It's just literally empty space. It's just the first floor.
Hang on, I want to see how far this extends. 20 feet?
Oh, so close.
The roof itself, though, is 20 feet. Remember, the roof itself is
No,
just
no.
towers.
No. This is something I was thinking of. But unfortunately, the range for casting it is good because I believe someone had this spell. I just know that we don't have it. We can't do it here.
I'm gonna roll another self-check for Yozana. Okay, she's still doing fine.
Damn it. Because here was my idea that I was thinking. Because I believe someone has casted silence before in this campaign.
Wasn't it?
I think that was
Wasn't-
in the last one.
In the last one.
The
Yeah, sure.
musical seas.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn it.
that was
Never
I remember
No, I don't have
It was
silence.
Damn it.
Luff.
Luff casting it. Yeah.
But anyways,
Right. Damn it. Never mind. Because
You
that
don't-
would have
none
been
of
good.
us
It's like
have silence
cast silence. Yozana pushes them off the roof. But
Yozana does not have a lot of
Silent.
strength.
Silent screaming.
Let's see. I guess
I don't
that
have any spells to.
I guess
to
that
do
our
it
best
with.
trick is to try and climb the building with a rope.
I'll have to try, I suppose.
All right, do you guys try to approach the fortress?
Yes, I suppose so.
I would cast pass without trace. By the way,
Everyone roll
Okay.
stealth.
Right.
pass
Pass
without trace.
without-
You all get a plus
they're all
10 to
good.
it.
They're good.
21.
Yeah, they're really good.
Ooh.
20.
Okay,
Thank
I'm-
God. 23 for me.
23.
27.
Mhm.
33.
All right,
Say,
roll for Varys as well. Remember.
Oh, I forget.
about to say, did the rogue
He's my
roll
boy. Why am I forgetting my
Mhm.
boy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's proficient and stuff. Eeh.
Wow. Wow.
30.
30.
When the fighter out rogues the rogue. Anyways, you guys sneak up pretty good. Yozana climbs up, and then ties a rope and
The
then
good fighter.
throws it down. I want who would like to climb the rope first?
Omen, because
Oh,
he's got other
no.
plans.
Roll an athletics check.
I'm terrible.
Oh
at
god. Oh, I know.
Someone can help you to
You
give.
got
Yeah, please
Omen-
help.
Armin will help you. He's gonna help you.
All right, reroll.
Yo.
it. Yep.
Thank fuck.
It was a DC 10. You managed to get up fine.
And she's gonna crouch like as low as she can, so she's like hiding in the
Arm-
shadows.
Armin is gonna go right after Omen.
Lipia will go
Beep.
after Almond.
Omen will move out of the way. Do you want me to roll a stealth check for the guards, or
Yeah, roll self check. for both
No,
of you
plus
because you
10.
both got up there. Both of you got up there, so roll stealth.
I still have advantage because of click of own kind.
Another 23.
29.
God, I wish I had advantage.
You would have had a
Hit
40.
40.
Get then the
What
gods
about
would have.
40?
Anyways,
The
all right
gods
then. Who would like to
themselves
climb up
cannot
the rope
see you.
next?
I'll do it.
All right, athletics check for me. Does anyone wish to help her?
She definitely needs it.
She matches. You managed to get up. Roll a stealth check as you get
Okay.
up.
Right.
Roll well.
Shit, what is Roderick's athletics? Oh,
28.
that's right.
28. That's
Okay.
a sleight of hand, but it's the same thing.
Fuck's sake.
No, she has expertise in stealth. Reroll
Well,
that.
the sheerest, it would have been even higher.
Yep, exactly. So reroll it. Stealth. Yeah,
Oh,
39.
39.
Yeah, Lipia,
Fish.
if you want to cut their throats, they wouldn't even realize they were dead. That's how well you rolled stealth right now.
But that wouldn't work because that's not how sneak attack works.
Exactly. However, that being
Nope.
said, who would like to climb up next?
Well, considering it's only...
Anya's big and white and noticeable. She'll be last.
Okay, then
Big- Did you just
Flicker will
describe
go
me?
up next. Flicker will go up next. All right, he
Yep,
passed. And stealth,
Plus eight.
18, thankfully. Thank God for pass without trace.
You're welcome, bud.
I was gonna say, Anya, are you describing me?
All right, next will be Ferris. So Ferris,
No.
roll a
Yeah,
athletics.
driving on ya.
Athletics.
That's all you needed.
Yep, you need a 10, so you're good. You climb up. Stealth check for him again.
Stealth check.
29, he's fine. All right, now Valak will go up. Oh, up. He's barbarian. Yeah, he passed that. Now stealth. Okay, 20. Soft 20. He's good.
You're welcome.
Anya, is your turn.
And she's gonna climb up last. So, athletics. 26.
She got. Oh, you
Stealth.
22.
22.
Nice.
nice.
Okay, you guys are up there, and you see the guards just relaxing. If you guys want to overhear their conversation, you can roll a perception.
I'll roll it. I'll roll one. Just
I mean, what attempt?
Yeah, sure. why not?
17.
Boy, you see the big boy we got.
Oh wow, I got a
Yep.
friggin' 27.
Oh my god! Well, if
Persuasion,
that's
that's
persuasion, that's persuasion.
Oh,
Oh, come on.
That would have been good.
you want to still?
Only,
That's-
still.
I
Yeah,
used
it's
my
okay.
passive of 19.
Hey, you saw the big guy they got, right?
20.
Yeah, Karai's real interested in him. Haven't seen her that excited since, well, the other Goliath. Well, the other female Goliath. Yeah, he looked really fucked up. Let's just hope we're not on the receiving end.
Herman's just kind of looking at the group, all confused.
Oh, right. Have you seen Kira back yet? No. Our man on the inside of the guards tells us she was arrested. Is it bad I don't feel bad about that? I mean, she was probably gonna kill like one of us. True.
Armin just kind of looks at the group in surprise when he hears the man on the inside.
Question.
Huh.
Did Kira at any point during the encounter yell the word "hey"?
No.
Any of the forms of getting attention?
No. She was silently arrested. She was
I
just
meant,
quiet.
I meant you in the fight.
No, she didn't. She was just mocking Armin, like just trying to break him. That was basically it.
Yep.
It's mocking him.
She said she greeted us though, didn't she?
She did. Yeah, she thaumaturgied, but that was it.
What exactly did she say?
She said, "Hello, like you got to you."
Oh.
Basically, she was like, "Basically, come out, or we will kill the
No.
Goliath."
She didn't say hello, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I will mimic that.
Okay.
Ooh,
Right?
Roll
Those are
deception
amazing.
with advantage.
this is interesting.
Roll size deception with advantage.
You got this.
These guys are dumb.
She doesn't have proficiency, so it's just charisma, is it?
Yeah, just charisma. It's with advantage, so it should be good.
It was.
Well, good
Oh.
news, they rolled like shit. So roleplay size doing that. Oh God, it's her. Ma'am, we're doing our job, ma'am. If you want to try and mimic her voice, that would be deception on Omen.
I can't. I don't have the ability to mimic its only sigh.
That's
And he
why it's a
can't.
deception. That's why it's a deception for you to see if they won't notice the difference.
But the point is, they panicked. Is the point?
Yes, they did.
That's the point. It wasn't to try and deceive them. It was just to distract them long enough for us to get the jump.
Okay, that would do it.
Surprise round, motherfuckers!
Hello, motherfucker.
Okay, we're gonna go by alphabetical order. Omen, you're up first.
Summon Pack Blade and Stabby Stab.
All right, roll it.
You got this.
I'm gonna aim specifically for the back of their. I'm gonna aim specifically for their throat. See if I can
Okay.
if not insta kill, then at least stop them from
Yep, screaming at them like, "Hey, attack!" Yeah, I get it.
with advantage because surprise.
What'd you roll?
17.
That hits. And they can't parry. They don't have reactions.
7.
All right. That's
Second
that
attack.
one.
Critical hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Ow.
All right, he's still up.
14.
He's still up. Barely, I might add. All right, down the list, Anya, your surprise round.
Okay, there's 2 people, right?
Yep. Owen just attacked the one on the left of the 2. It's up to you which one you want to go for.
I'm going to attack the right, and I'm going to put them in a grapple and make sure that their mouth is covered with my
Okay,
paws.
roll athletics.
Good idea.
You got this, Anya.
Can I rage before I do that?
You did not declare it.
Okay, fine, whatever. E.
You beat him.
21.
Yeah, you beat him.
21.
He's grappled. Yeah. Okay. Armin, it's your
I'm
turn.
having my big paw over his
Yep.
mouth.
You do so. It's your turn.
Ow.
My turn?
Mhm.
I'm gonna attack the one that Omen attacked.
Mhm.
What the? Why is there these? Okay, whatever.
It changes
Run
some
up
of the
and
stuff. Yeah. Don't worry about it.
yeah. I'll run up and try and slap a bitch. A 15 probably
That
misses.
matches.
Oh, it hit. Okay.
And they
since
can't
he
parry.
take damage- He also takes 7.
As you do, you cut this guy in the chest. You slash him, and then he is dead.
Yeah.
And now it's
You
just the one that
have a-
Anya is grappling.
Well, the question is, do you want to try and intimidate this guy? Would the other group want to try and the rest of the group want to try and intimidate this guy for information?
Armin, you
Okay.
can use your other attack action to roll intimidation.
I mean, that's obviously up to the rest of the group and not just me. I'm just saying, if they think that getting information would be a good idea, then they can choose to do that. Can't they?
Everyone?
Armin.
that hasn't attacked yet.
Lipia? You're the only one in the party who hasn't. The rest seem to be fine with it. Lipia?
I've got nothing against it,
Alright.
but who's to say the guy won't lie to us?
He just saw his friend get cut down before he could do a thing, and has a big furry wolf grabbing him.
It depends on. Alright, so
Big
Armin.
scary teeth
Armin,
up
ro-
against his face.
Armin, roll intimidation with advantage. Because technically Armin is giving the help action.
Come on, baby. 18.
He has his hands up like, I surrender, as much as he can with the wolf grappling him.
Armin is like, be at the ready just in case he does try to scream. As he looks at Anya.
Omen would also nod. Swear you'll
Anya nods and
Okay.
removes her paw. Her
Armin.
one paw. She's still holding it.
He's silent, he's waiting,
Armin-
he's kind of waiting for your guys'
Armin goes, alright, here's what we're going to do. I like to call this bad guard, worse guard. I'm both.
I don't understand.
He slams the axe right between the guy's legs like an infamous touch. Oh, sorry. That was bad guard.
Not worse guard?
Worse guard wouldn't miss.
Ooh.
What do you want to know?
Where's the Goliath?
We're holding him in the storage area because of the damage to the cell.
Where?
The store
Inside.
I'll insight.
below these stairs to the right. There's a guard in front of the door at all times.
26.
Dude, you just tried to cut off his junk. He's not lying.
I'm so glad I got to do that.
When does Omen packs up her rapier at the ready? When does the guard chain shift?
Not until morning.
Isn't that who is guarding him specifically?
Oh, God. I think his name is, John. Human guy. Kind of a drunk.
No one else. Not another Goliath.
If you're talking about Karai, no, she's meeting with Morthos.
So, John. His name's John. Would you like his? I bet you'd love his help right about now.
As
He has-
Norman just kind of leans in.
He has orders
spinning
not
his-
to leave. If I yell for help, everyone's gonna come. Like, at least 3 people are gonna come up.
Fair enough.
As Armin puts his hand over the guy's mouth again. Good. And he looks at Anya. Right now, make sure that he can't talk. Telling him to knock him out.
On the athletics.
See? Yeah.
He's
Gonna
gonna
hit him.
he'll give you the help. He'll give you the help.
26,
Oh.
yeah, you knock him out. You just like
I'm just.
I just
I'm just
grab him and just dig his face into the floor.
You do so.
I'm-
You swear you hear a crack as you turn his face down. You chip some of his teeth.
Oh, that poor boy.
You should just throw him
Alright.
off to the side.
Tie him. She goes tie. Or Armin goes.
She?
Tie him up. I'm sorry.
Keep going.
Damn, Armin.
Keep
He
going.
was like tie him up, gag him, make sure that he won't try and
I
alert
don't-
anyone
we
in case he
don't-
wakes up.
Omen looked at him. With those chipped teeth, I don't think I'll be talking for a while.
Let's not take chances. Not with,
She's
not with
gonna
more
tie
things.
and gag him. She's gonna cut like 3 feet of rope and tie him up and
You
gag
do
him.
so.
I'm
Yeah, he's
so
gagged.
happy that I got to do the bad
All
guard
right.
worst
Do you
guard
guys head? Do you guys head inside the fort?
Yes, and we blitzed it so quick we've still got pass without trace up.
Yes, you do. So everyone still
Yes,
checks.
we do. Plus 10. 30.
Okay.
Oh,
35.
37,
This is
35.
Anya, and this
22.
is Ferris.
31.
Can we get a little bit of the map?
It's below.
Because Armin
it's on
has.
the bottom. That is all you can see currently.
Oh, that's
Right at the
true.
bottom.
All we can see, but
Fuckity fuckity fuck fuck fuck.
Keep in mind,
Armin
Garp
was
isn't
here
my change.
yesterday.
I
That is true.
cannot
We were
see
here
anything.
yesterday though, so we could kind of get a bit of a reference.
You can, so you know where you're going, but I'm not gonna reveal areas where there may or may not be guards.
Fair enough.
I cannot.
Things are
see-
different.
Wait. I
Wait,
didn't
which-
mean to roll that. I did
Okay,
not
okay,
mean
but
to
you
roll
guys
that.
pass the cell check. You see 2 guards in front of you. They appear to be guarding this area.
Oh boy.
Now it's time to decide how we're going to deal with this encounter without triggering an alert.
Oh me.
You do know that there's a pathway down this way, down there. That's where storage was, if you recall.
Yeah, it was down
Down-
that way. I
Yeah,
believe.
it was down here.
Oh wait, no, it's right there.
It's right
Yeah.
there. So, Armin and Lipia, if you want, you guys could stealth, see if you can like get there, because you're the most familiar with the area.
Yeah, why
we'll
not?
try. We'll try and stealth.
All right, you two, roll stealth checks for me.
Omen will come along as
Thir-
well.
36
following
and
31.
32.
Yeah, there's no way they
Well,
can
then
pass
Thirty-two.
it.
You're
Omen will come along as well because he's kind of sneaky. 27.
27.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys sneak past. You guys get to here, and you guys see the pathway down here.
Yep.
Get to where, sorry?
Right
Yeah.
there, because this is where the path was.
Okay.
We don't see a
Guys.
guard, right?
Stealthy.
No god that I see.
No, but you guys, I'll allow those stealth checks to carry over. If you guys head down to Keek, this is what you would see.
Another one.
You see another
This is
guard
not-
in this hallway.
This is John, I assume.
You can make that assumption, yes.
Yeah.
Can.
Storage is over here.
Yes.
So, we're gonna have to kill him.
Not necessarily.
No. What have you got in mind?
Sleep.
Give
Question.
me like
I'm
a split
doing-
second. I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
Right.
I'm gonna try something.
Go for it.
And if I can pull it, Lipia, be ready.
Right.
Stop him from screaming. Stop him from calling for help.
Got it.
Omen, is going to peek around the corner, and with a stealth check to try and do it quietly, I'm going to attempt to cast Thaumaturgy.
Okay,
Yeah.
what's that spell do?
I like to do a few different things. The important one is I'm not sure if it's the case or not, but I assume since there's a guard, it might not be. We'll see. The effect interesting here is you instantly cause an unlocked door or window to fly open or slam shut.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to make the door behind him, if it's
Yeah, it has to be
unlocked,
unlocked, right?
fly open. Yes.
Technically, it is unlocked because there's another door in there that keeps him, so... So,
Stealth check.
20.
Oh no.
20.
Well, yeah, 20. 20 with the pass without trace. So the door, if it is unlocked,
It
will
flings
just
open. What the?
slam open.
What the hell?
Olympia quickly grapples him and puts a hand on his
Athletics
back.
check.
Oh no.
Not your
This
best
is-
stat.
Armin will also try to grapple.
Yeah,
I
probably.
apologize.
Yeah, Armin,
He has-
grapple check.
Uh,
I will
Okay.
give you advantage because he was not expecting it and there was a distraction. So natural 20. Olympia, you grab his mouth, and he can't escape.
I will try to do the grapple as well.
We got him.
Oh wait, we got him.
Natural 20, we got him.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he did not roll high enough. But yeah, you got him.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Knock him
We
out.
got
got
him.
him.
we got him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Knock him
It
out.
comes
I'm
down
going
and
to.
knock him out.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and choke him out.
Athletics.
I'm giving
24.
You
him
do
a
so.
point.
You do so. He's unconscious at this point.
Yeah, let's drag him in.
Alright, you drag him in,
Yeah,
and
Armin-
in the room, Roderick, you
Armin will drag
see,
him in.
you hear noise outside.
Actually, I'm going to say as well that Omen leaves Sai with the group, and the group saw where they went. So, if fighting breaks out, Sai is going to alert the party to come and help. Just in
Okay.
case.
Okay,
In case we get caught or something.
alright.
Sai knows
we're-
where we
so we're
are, so
gonna-
he'll be able to lead the way.
So we're going to go into the. Armin's
Yeah.
gonna drag. Oh, I just
Oh.
lost everyone on roll 20.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it happened. Don't worry about it. We'll deal with
Okay.
it. In the meantime,
Yeah.
Armin is going to drag this guy into the storage room, put him in the corner.
okay.
What do
you
we see in the What do we see in the storage room?
Yeah.
It has been emptied out.
Emptied out.
Yes, something about a makeshift prisoner being in here.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so we get in. We got in. We put him there. I assume Armin just like is in
Yep.
the center here. All right, so what do we see in the storage?
In the room where Karai came out, you see through the bars that Roderick is in there. He's chained up something fierce. Do you investigate the guard?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
would.
All right,
Yeah.
roll investigation.
Omen would help.
All right. Who has the highest investigation?
I have a +3.
I've got
I have a +6,
0.
so
I give you the help action.
All right, Armin, roll with advantage.
thank
Good
God,
God.
18.
You find keys in there.
Okay, so we're gonna. So real quick, he's chained up, right?
Hmm?
Does he have his stuff with him?
No, he does not. His armor
He-
is on him, but that's probably because they couldn't get him off him this time. So
His
they're
armor.
like,
He does. His
yeah.
weapons are nowhere to be seen.
No, you guys have his weapons, if you recall. I made a mistake last session. Anya has his axe and warhammer.
I have his
Oh.
stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, he said in the when he
yeah.
first when he
Anya
first
does his
when he
stuff.
first when he first handed himself
So that was a
over, he
mistake.
said he dropped it.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
on me. That is on me. But yeah, so
Oh, I have his shit.
yeah,
Okay.
the only thing he has is his armor, and I think that's because
They had to get him chained up again.
yep,
Very chained
Oh.
up, it seems.
He needs his shit.
yep.
Well, I have
So-
all his runes too.
What?
do you
got
tr-
all his stuff?
Yep. Do you
I
guys
got all his shit.
do you guys free him? The three here.
Yes.
Armin looks at him and he's like, oh, glad to see you.
He looks a
Goliath."
little rough. Yeah. Roderick, you can't really respond because you're a little gagged, but you see your friend.
Oh.
We're here to get you out. Just
What happened?
keep it down.
Okay, so we open the door. He's chained up. As Armin's starting to get the chains off, he says, like, he ungags Roderick. He goes, "What happened? What happened after we escaped? What happened
Yeah,
after
you
we
use the
escaped?"
keys.
Yeah, he's
Roderick,
starting to undo the
Karai beat you
shackles.
up a little bit, but then they left you in here alone.
I was beat up and oh my head. Don't remember much.
Getting hit in the head really hard will do that to you.
Yeah.
Let's get you out of here.
Don't remind me.
All right,
All right,
Roderick,
Armin,
you are freed, but you don't have your weapons on you. Just do you guys collect the others to try and have them stealth through here?
Yes.
All right, Armin. Assuming Armin's with everyone roll stealth with +10.
Right.
Okay, this is Anya.
30.
30.
Actually, can I do this?
31.
Yep.
Holy shit, I can do that.
Yep, you
Okay.
can. All right,
Do what?
everyone passes their stealth check, and you guys reconvene in the storage area.
Glad to see you. Glad to see you're not dead.
Anya, do you give Roderick back his stuff?
No,
What are my weapons?
I have them.
I need them.
We'll
Give
take
them
down,
to
we'll
me.
take down Morthos. We need to take down Morthos. You seem beat up. You should rest for now.
We need to leave. You're
No.
not ready to fight.
I need my weapons.
Why?
I
We're about
have
to
your
we're about to
weapon.
leave.
I
Let's
need
go.
to kill Karai.
Inside this shit. Because some,
Okay.
Lippy's got a bad feeling. and-
Sure,
Well-
Lipia. Lipia, Roderick has been through hell. Goliaths tend to want revenge.
Yeah, fair.
Revenge.
Please.
Revenge is the noble goal.
No.
Now you're injured.
Then allow me to at least help.
Roderick, Armin, at this point you hear in your head. At this point you hear in your head, going so soon.
Ah, shit.
And I was hoping we get to talk. I know you're
Ah,
here.
He just
John
thinks
has
himself
to get-
Morthos.
Jonathan forgot his usual signal. Come to me. Escape is impossible. Only you heard that, Armin.
You can see that there's a lot of anger on Armin's face now.
Armin, what is it?
Morthos. He knows we're here.
For fuck's sake. Of course he does.
That guard in the corner didn't give a signal. They were doing routines. He knows we're here.
The passageway
Yeah.
out is still clear, though.
It might
You hear
not
guard
be
movements
now.
walking to the stairs as you say that.
Yeah, precisely.
Anya, please. Let me
He
help.
He not really focused. Armin looks at Anya. Give him his weapons. We gotta get out of here. We'll have to fight our way out then.
Anya.
Please, Anya.
I think we could get out of here.
I would agree, but we're still gonna need to fight our way out.
We'll have
Yeah.
we'll have to fight. We'll have to be at our full strength. We need to get out. Armin
Kinda stares at
Armin just got his
Out.
great axe on his.
Out of game, my heart is fucking pounding.
I know, right?
Yeah.
She stares at Roderick. She did not like the fact that he literally just laid down his weapons and surrendered himself. It's like, you laid your weapons down. These
Yes.
weapons are mine now.
Let me
No,
try this. I'll see how many there are. So I'm
he
going
didn't
to
lay
use,
down his weapons.
I'm going to use
You
my
put
free.
down your weapons. It's hers now.
He gave them to the group so that you guys could keep them because he didn't
Exactly,
know
and
he
she's
was going to
keeping them.
live.
I'm going to
Fuck this.
use my.
Armin just gives Roderick the two scimitars that he had gotten from the first time from the time we escaped. He's just like, just use those for now. We gotta get out of here.
So I'm going to use my free once per day use of invisibility
Hmm.
from the shadow touched feat.
Okay.
So do you want me to just use the
Just to get it.
Scimitars for
the-
now.
for the-
You can still use your runes with them technically, but yeah.
yeah, but
You
I
have to
mean like
carve them, I believe, don't you?
Yeah, no, specifically the runes specifically state it had to be using the thing that has the runes on them.
Right.
Well, he
Well,
could-
that's why he needs his main weapons then, like out of game, like in game. That's why he's so
Yeah.
insistent on you.
He's-
Like you know this. Like he's explained this
He know-
before.
I know, but he laid down his weapons.
He can
And she
carve the
picked them
weapon.
up.
If you give him a long rest, he can carve the weapons on the runes on new weapons.
You guys
On
don't
new
have a
ones,
long
yeah.
rest.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's all.
You
Armin
don't
is-
have a long
Armin is-
rest. We gotta get out
Armin
of
is-
here.
That's why
Armin
we're
is just
fighting
like-
our way out.
Armin is just
Well-
like, fuck this. We'll fight our way out either way.
So I'm going to use I'm going to use my visibility, and I'm going to move up here.
Yep. You see 3 guards, and then more are coming.
3, huh?
2 more are coming. They're heading your way. You might want to get out of the way.
Yeah. I dodge back through the
Yep.
wall,
All right.
come back, and let me just check the wording with visibility. Does speaking break it? Don't think it does.
I believe it's only when you attack or cast a spell.
Yes. So
Yeah,
I can't
I can
I-
speak.
I can't click Roderick, by the way. I can't
So-
move him.
So
Oh, you enter him yourself. Just like drag him.
Roman-
Wanted.
Omen comes back, and she doesn't reveal herself, but she just states 5 guards. 5 guards, all possibly coming. If we're going to fight a way out, we need to hurry.
5 guys?
If that's the case, we'll need everyone at full strength. Look, Miss Anya, please give his weapons back if they're that important.
I can help, Anya, please. I know I messed up. It's not my fault. She kicked me in the head.
Stop arguing and let's get going. Wait, look, both of you, settle it later. We need to go now before more of them show up.
Well, as you say that, you hear more footsteps approaching.
Now!
We don't have a choice. We need
She
to go.
gives
Just
him
do
his
it, Wolf.
rib.
All right,
Damn it.
as you
Give
give him
him-
his weapons, Roderick, you know what your command is.
No.
He'll kind of step over here and look at Alicia.
I
cannot be
DM'd you.
seen.
I DM'd you your
He
instructions.
can't see her.
I
I'm
DM'd you your
invisible.
instructions. There's not to attack Omen. It is not to attack Omen.
Oh.
Wait,
I'm
you can't,
literally the closest to
you
you.
can't see me anyway,
Well,
so...
he would still walk up close. He would walk up here, look at Lipia.
Again, you're not supposed to attack anyone right now.
Oh wait, what?
Check
oh,
your DMs.
you just did. Okay.
You check your
Sorry.
DMs.
Okay.
Thank you. Now we need to hurry. This is not going to end well.
No,
All right,
it's
Roderick.
not.
Your instructions are to go to that bottom area, to that presentation area right down there. The one where, near where your cells were. To the
So, like-
left. To the left.
Oh, this.
Down
This
there,
way.
looks
You
like.
guys see Roderick begin to charge the other way.
Oh,
Swag,
What's he doing?
Wait.
fuck off,
I'm
leave
chasing
him.
after him. I am chasing after him.
come on.
As you do, you see standing on a pedestal and behind him, Morthos. Welcome, all of you.
What?
What? I
Roderick,
thought this would.
Roderick, you said you're in your mind, you're like convinced them you're still on your side. Convince them you're still on their side.
Shit. Sorry. Fuck. Wrong way.
No, like as in like you knew he was here, hence why you came
Oh.
here to like finish this.
You. Where's? Oh.
He'll point his axe at Karai.
You're going to get it.
So you're the ones who killed Kira. I'm not impressed.
I never said Omen followed them. Stop making assumptions.
Oh, did I move Omen? My bad.
Yes, you did.
My bad. I meant to move someone else. Alright.
I moved her to here. I never said you followed them.
Yep. Okay. My bad. But anyways, yeah.
Armin
these...
Armin doesn't even care about Karai right now. Right now, he's got his axe slung over his shoulder and he's just staring straight at Morthos.
Come now. You're a monster, and we both know it.
You keep that to you. You keep your mouth shut, you fucking bastard.
Yeah.
Why? Are you afraid of the truth so much? Are you that afraid of what you are?
He just closes his eye. He closes his eyes. I know I am a monster. I'm not going to show. I'm not going to boast it like you do.
Now, where is the tiefling, I wonder?
Why was I hearing Kratos in my head?
Right. Anyways,
Mhm.
keep moving. Where's the tiefling? I know she is among your groups.
You keep your eyes on me, you son of a bitch. Our conversation is the only one that should concern you.
Omen, as you're waiting invisible, what is going through your head right now?
First of all, the first thing that's going through my head is Roderick is a fucking idiot. Because
When is he not?
Beyond that.
When is he
Beyond
not?
that.
Beyond Roderick being a normal
oh,
idiot.
he's using detect fucking thoughts.
No, he isn't. This is for a different purpose.
Okay, so he's just kind of thinking, what in the fuck? He's also got this feeling of dread, like this is not going to end well. Is that enough, or do you want more?
Omen,
Mhm.
you feel like a hand touch your shoulder, but as you turn, there is nothing there. And you watch as the invisible sigh begins to fly into the room where the rest have run. And you feel this strange sense of compulsion, this reassurance that everything will be alright. And it's very familiar, as if you were casting a spell.
You'll choose to follow it.
Now, this doesn't say drop your invisibility, but it is something. It's weird. It's this weird guttural feeling not of your own.
She comes in.
There she is. Detect magic.
Oh, he has true. Of course.
Yeah.
Detect magic.
All of you, I am so grateful for bringing a child to me. A child I will mold. As he looks at Armin.
Ooh, creepy.
I am nothing. You are nothing to me, and I am nothing to you.
We're both monsters made to be monsters in this world. Armin, come with me. I can show you how to wield that power. To be truly free. Come join our paradise. The others, they mean nothing to men like you and I.
Oh my god.
Armin closes his eyes, and he just looks at him and he says, like there's a more somber look, and he goes, "There's nothing more than I want to be free from this pain in my chest.
I know.
There's nothing more than I want to be free from the nightmares I've had for so long." You make a really compelling argument, you know?
I am not a monster. I am not a villain. I am the truth.
Omen willingly drops to invisibility. Who's lying now? You literally
No,
just
no, no.
claimed yourself that you're a monster.
Armin goes, "You really do make a compelling case, Morthos. But there is one single problem." As he just stares at him with the face of, "I'm gonna fucking murder you," he goes, You sent that sadistic cunt that insulted the ones I loved. And for
Love
that, I'm going to rip your head off."
is a foolish emotion. Friendship is a foolish notion. One that can easily be turned. Roderick, you're going to use the fire rune on Omen now.
No.
So I have to hit her with Beatrice first.
Roll attack with Beatrice. With advantage, because Omen, you're definitely not
Does
expecting this.
a 26 hit, Omen?
That hits.
Okay. There, that's 9 slashing,
Omen,
and then
I need you to make me a strength saving throw.
I'm terrible at these.
Exactly. You fail.
No fails.
You watch as the fire rune begins to restrain you. You're now restrained by the fire. How much damage did you take, Roderick?
She took 9, and then she takes. Here, I'll just put it up on the screen.
I'll
36.
roll it then.
1, roll 2d6.
I take
She
3
took-
because I'm a tiefling.
Yep. Marthos raises up in the air 30 feet Everything you have, I can take away. Karai, kill the rest. Yes, sir.
Like his arm, like Armin, it's like that slow motion scene where like Roderick attacks, hits Omen, and Armin just slowly turns in shock from it. Omen.
Everyone, roll initiative for the Morthos boss fight.
Maybe you should have let Anya keep.
Yeah.
Bad
18.
feeling about this.
The only thing that Roderick says,
Duh.
Roderick, I'm not gonna give you direct commands. You know what your job is.
I know, master.
Oh.
Nice,
What?
Anya.
What's Morthos' dexterity modifier?
What
he
do you...
goes before
4.
me.
It's a 4, so he goes before Omen.
Yeah.
Anya with the fucking nat 20. God damn.
Listen here, bitch.
And
Anya was
You
ready
hurt
for
my raven.
Anya was ready
Oh.
for shit to go
My
down.
Raven.
Anya was ready
I-
for shit to go down. That's what
I can
the thing-
imagine.
Also,
I'm
roll
just-
for
I'm-
Ferris.
If I say the slow
did roll
motion as
first.
Roderick
Oh.
slashes into Omen, just I could already see the horror on fucking Armin's face.
Yes.
Now,
Just the
now,
absolute
now you're
horror.
thinking like, oh, maybe we should have let Anya keep the fucking weapon.
To be fair, out of game, you had no idea he was mind controlled.
No idea, but she didn't want to give it back to him.
Like,
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, because I had forgotten that that Anya had his weapons. If he had his weapons on him, Armin would have been more suspicious.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that actually helped out a lot.
Yep.
So thank you. Thank you for taking my weapons.
She took them because she didn't want him to have them because he doesn't deserve them.
Thanks. Thanks,
Oh,
Mom.
Bud.
All right,
no,
did I miss anyone?
He's not happy.
no, I didn't. All right, it is
Good.
Flicker's turn. He's gonna try
Good
and
for you, bud.
he's gonna try and shoot a
Hey.
bow at Karai.
I'm in the mind of Roderick right now. Good that I hit her.
In Roderick's
Yes.
mind, it is like the best thing to kill Omen.
Ew.
All right, that
Ew.
misses her. Unfortunately, second attack with the bow. That hits, but she's
Exterminate.
gonna use the deflect missile.
Haha, saw it coming.
Nice.
And
I
I
honestly
forgot to
saw
bonus
it
action.
coming.
I forgot to bonus action cast the spell, so he's gonna bonus action cast Hunter Sparks on her after. Anya, it's your turn. Morthos is 30 feet in the air, and Karai just catched an arrow.
What the fuck?
And Roderick just
Restrained
shackled up
Omen.
Flat.
Omen.
Yeah, restrained and hit Omen.
Well, right now she's more.
Huh?
She's more in the fact of, well, shit, my raven's being hurt, so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna smack this bitch.
I love the fact you're calling me your Raven. I love
Do you?
it.
Okay.
My
I'm going to
Raven.
rage,
Okay.
and slap.
Does the 26
Slap.
hit you?
Yes, it
Or
does.
24, my bad. Roderick, make another wisdom saving throw for me with the first hit.
Wisdom. Haha.
18 points of damage, Roderick. Roderick, you are still
Oh,
under the
come on.
fiendish charm.
18.
Uh,
Come on, my guy.
Yeah, only one of those attacks
Yep.
hit.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna use. No way, I already used my
Yeah, your bonus action.
So she's good.
All right. Morthos is gonna legendary action. He's gonna use
Of
his
course.
fire ray ability. Anya, that is an
What?
18 to hit you.
Oh what?
An 18 to hit you.
Matches.
Anya, you're gonna take 9 points of fire damage as you feel a bolt of fire hit you in the back. As you see, Morthos' spear sticking out, smoke coming out.
She looks over her shoulder, but focuses back on.
Wolfkin, I know your story. You don't deserve to die here, and yet you will. Karai. She punches her fists together, and she's gonna run down the stairs to fight you.
Ooh.
She's gonna punch you, Anya.
Okay,
That is a 26 to hit you.
hits.
And that is going to be 6 points of bludgeoning damage, cut down half to 3, as she punches you in your
1, 2, 3.
snoot. Make a
Oh, it's
Constitution saving
fine.
throw.
No!
Make a
Not
Constitution.
this shit again!
Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh no!
Oh,
Stunning
stunning strike!
Yep.
Oh no!
Good news is you're a barbarian.
Oh, no, Ron, that is
Fair.
hers.
Okay, you
That is
pass.
hers.
You pass. She's then gonna attack you with
Oh.
the spear. That is 25 to hit you.
That hits.
That is going to be 11 points of piercing damage, cut down half to 5. Make another con save for me.
4, 5. Are you fucking kidding me?
She's gonna keep doing it.
22, bitch.
You're fine. And then she's going to bonus action.
Flurry of blows.
Yep, so she gets 3 more. That's a
But
natural
here's the
20.
thing, She is burning through her key points right now.
Ooh, natural 20? Oh, shit.
Ow.
You're
That's
gonna
hurt.
suffer 14 points of bludgeoning damage, cut in half to 7. Constitution saving throw.
What did I say?
You fail.
Oh,
You are
no.
stunned.
Oh god.
She goes... And she's frozen in
That is
place.
a 13 to hit you, even with advantage.
Misses.
All right, 17, 18 to hit you.
It matches.
You're gonna suffer 12 points of bludgeoning damage, cut down half to 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This bitch has got me at half health.
I always wanted the dog. They make for good capes.
Oh shit.
She's quietly whining like she could barely make a sound.
It's Celica's
Oh
turn
boy,
now.
that's gonna piss off Alec.
Yes, it is.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh valid.
Okay, so Celica's gonna cast
Alex.
Cure Wounds on you at 3rd level on you.
3rd level. Okay.
Yep. You do not add spells. You heal for 16.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Nice.
Okay. Nice.
And that's
I'm
all she can
stunned.
really do with this turn. Armin, it is your turn.
Armin, extreme. Hang on. Yeah,
Fail.
no. Incredibly furious now at you, Roderick. He's gonna bonus action Hunter's Mark you.
Okay. Do your damage.
I'm gonna try to attack you with my axe. Does a 24 hit?
Show me
Yes.
motivation.
Make a wisdom
But-
saving throw. Oh wait, go ahead. Go ahead, do it.
As you
You're going-
attack him,
Oh.
a swirl of clouds come around, and instead of hitting me, you hit Omen.
Omen, you take 7 points
Uh-oh.
of damage.
Actually-
Wait, is she
actually-
in range?
Yes.
I'm right next
Yes, it's 30
actually,
feet.
Here's the
Question.
worst part.
Oh shit.
Because
Mhm.
What?
here's the
Question.
worst part.
One second. Fury, go ahead.
Does this count as Roderick damaging me?
No.
Okay,
No,
Technically-
no.
technically-
Technically
It's my
speaking,
ability that causes the damage to
It's
go
an
to you from his
ability?
attack.
but technically, okay. So here's my DM ruling on this. Not to be unfair, or be like I'm biased and getting you guys killed, but put Cloud Root up on here for me, so I'll check the wording on this before this happens.
Technically, it's not me hitting. It's the attack is getting deflected to you.
Yes. So technically speaking,
Becomes the target of the attack.
yes. So technically, this is Armin damaging you through Roderick. This isn't a thing you could Hellish Rebuke, unfortunately.
Yeah, I
Does
could
she-
have just
does-
hit Roderick.
Wait, does she take the Hunter's Mark and Colossus Slayer damage
Yes,
too?
she does. Because
Yeah,
that's what
she
you're
took
gonna
all
do.
the damage.
Because you were gonna do that to
God.
Roderick.
Yes. Oh, 9 more.
You take 9 more, Omen.
Fury.
I am so sorry, guys. Out of pain, I am so sorry.
You understand that if we get out of this, Armin will kill you.
Well, it's all
Yeah,
his
he
fault, to
knows.
be fair. You know, you don't know he's
Yeah.
been charmed.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
Now you
Yeah.
know he's charmed and
Yeah.
he's not doing this
Yeah, you know he's
Like-
charmed.
willingly.
I know, but still, I'm gonna make my second attack towards him. 23.
That does hit. Armin, or
Tapping.
yeah, Roderick, make a wisdom saving
take-
throw.
You take 4 slashing, 1 cold, because I know Goliath's are resistant to cold, and 3 Hunter's Mark.
All right.
1, 2, 3. Wisdom. Let's see if I can do it.
No,
No.
no, you are still very much
No.
charmed.
Kill.
Ferris, it is your turn.
No.
Oh
I
boy,
see
I
what's
hear
up.
fighting.
Yeah, something's about to happen.
Hmm.
Do 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 do.
These are stairs here, right? Can he even
Okay.
reach there?
Yep. All right. Something will happen on your turn, Omen.
Eesh.
Trust me.
Or yeah.
Trust me, Omen.
I am trusting
Sink this
you.
bitch.
That's why that's why I walked into the room, because I'm trusting the feeling.
Yep. Okay.
That's this bitch.
All right. Stab Karai. Roll attack.
All right. One.
This is
That hits. Even with her increased AC.
weapon of verdict. Ooh.
Don't worry about it. All right. She
I
takes
know.
Don't
it.
worry about it.
Ooh.
That hits.
Take 10. There we go. And then bonus action. Yaklawa.
Okay. She
Nice.
takes it.
Yeah, at least you could pronounce
Damn.
it.
Okay. There. She's
call.
taking some damage, but she's still very much strong. It's now Yozana's turn. Omen. You hear a caw in the distance, but you're not sure what right now.
Okay.
Alright. Okay. So she's gonna cast Chaos Bolt on Morthos.
Ooh.
And that misses, unfortunately.
Oh.
13. As she
Oh.
does, he stabs it with the spear and it blows up. Child of the night. I care not for you. It's now Morthos' turn.
Oh no.
I'm going to need... Okay, so he's gonna fly a little bit over here. He's 30 feet in the air.
Oh no.
Okay.
I don't think this is gonna end well.
I need... He can't see you, Lipia, because you're behind a wall. I need Ferris to technically make a... Yeah, Ferris needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Why?
He's casting Fiendish Charm. Only
Oh,
the Cambion
no.
Does
needs...
it require
Wait, no,
an
he's not in range.
Invisibility?
He's not in range, never mind. Anya, Fiendish Charm, wisdom save.
Oh shit.
Oh god. Oh my.
Fuck, 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 fuck. That's
You-
a 10.
You fail. You're now under his control.
I
Oh,
swear.
fuck.
That fiendish
Wait a
charm
minute.
shit.
Question: how many of those does he get a day?
Actually, that is a good question. I should probably double check that. He...
Oh, God.
Unlimited, apparently, based on the sheet.
You are
Huh?
kidding me, right?
I'm gonna check the wording to see if he can only target one charm.
I'm tempted to look this up, but I'm not going to because that's metagaming.
I'm gonna double check the stat sheet, but it seems to be unlimited. However, with that being said, because in that case, I'll give Anya advantage to be fair here. Anya's in a
Still
rage.
14.
Yeah, that passes. That matches.
Okay.
So you're fine,
Oh,
Anya.
Oh god.
Omen.
Uh-huh.
That's the only time I'm giving you advantage for this, by the way.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
What is going through your head right now with Roderick attacking you?
This is just really, really bad. I'm stuck. I know Roderick's powers. I'm unlucky to be able to break this thing because I'm physically weak. He's attempting to take control of other party members. I've been hit ridiculously hard by both Roderick and he's turning my friend attacks against me. I'm
You
just
can only do that once though, so.
Yeah, I can't do it anymore.
still not
Still.
exactly in a great spot right now. She's kind of panicking.
Still did a lot of damage, to be honest.
Omen, you hear a caw in the distance. And your mind dwells back to the village. When you first made contact with the Raven Queen. Oh, somebody's sacking.
I think it was
Seconds.
Gillian.
Random text message flying around.
No, not me.
Nope.
You remember the sadness, the other destruction. And when you made your pact wanting vengeance, you remember these words. I offer you not vengeance, merely a chance. And as you remember those, you hear in your head, here's the chance. Do you embrace this feeling?
I do so.
Oh, I
As
saw
you
it in my head
do,
now.
You watch as from your body, swarming behind you is this spectral... My bad. Brr. As you do, this spectral raven-like claw comes out and begins to grab Roderick. I need you to make a d20 plus 7 attack for me, as I'm going to enter this in your sheet.
How
Ooh.
much, Myri?
Ooh.
It's basically like an Eldritch Blast attack, and you're doing this with advantage,
Well, okay.
with flanking technically.
No, technically
This'll-
that cancels out because I have disadvantage because I'm grappled. I'm restrained.
Yeah, but you also are flanking, so you have advantage.
If it's an Eldritch Blast, then it would be my charisma thing.
It's on Eldritch Blast. This is something entirely different.
Okay, well there's my. I'll roll again there.
Trust me.
16
Ah.
advantage.
All right,
Nope.
Roderick.
Yes.
I want to be fair here.
I have Dim Inspiration I can use.
All right, re-roll that
You
with
do.
advantage, and I'll add this to your
Fingers
sheet.
Fingers
Oh.
crossed. You got this.
You
Nat
got
20.
this.
No, come on!
One second. Go onto your roll 20 sheet because I'm gonna have you roll this specific attack.
All right.
So you
What?
get to,
See, this was the thing I was thinking about. Roderick has a high AC.
yep.
Uh-huh.
However, that being said, this is a little
Yeah.
different. Give me a
Yeah, I
sec.
know.
Give me a sec
I know
to
it's about that.
work this.
The big dummy mommy for the rescue.
All right,
I will
roll this attack.
Ooh.
hit the time.
There you go.
Yes!
So
gonna hit.
as you do, I want you to imagine like Nero's Devil Buster.
Yeah, the Devil Breaker. Yeah,
Yes,
the Devil
as
Breaker.
as this thing Roderick, this thing grabs you, squeezes you with its talon, and smacks you on the ground.
I have
And
to, I have to do the quote. Basically, she just she.
So, and I take all that damage.
Yeah, it's 19 force damage.
Roderick collapses to the ground.
29 force damage.
You just hear she can't help but after she grabs you and she just feels out to yell. She just yells out, "Get lost!"
And with that, Roderick, make a wisdom save with advantage.
Yeah, and he's unconscious too.
Because
So.
that's the reason for advantage is because you're unconscious.
Oh, God.
You are still under the charm effect.
But I'm knocked out.
You are knocked out. However, with that being said, you can no longer concentrate on the flame room. So, Omi, you are free. As you see the
Yep.
spectral bird-like talon, almost like going back into your own arm.
She just flexes. I had to just flexes it for a moment, like her actual hand. Feels good.
Yep. All right.
Armin
This
just-
ability
Armin
is
just-
known as the Raven's Claw. It is a foreshadow of what is to come. You can use it twice. You can use
Nice.
it as many times per long rest as your proficiency bonus, and the dice damage is d8s equal to your proficiency bonus. So
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
So technically, that's a 3d8 right there.
yes,
That's 3d8.
Yeah, this sheet's still at level 4. I need to update my roll 20 sheet. I'm sorry, I will do that after the session.
I can literally
Armin,
just change
Armin
this
just
anyways.
Armin just sighs. Armin just sighs as he sees the rune. Roderick get knocked out and the runes dissipate from you.
Wait,
just
were
sighs.
you not at full health, Roderick? Or did they just
No,
take you down?
well, no, yeah, I got hit a lot
That's fair.
because Anya did 18,
Hmm.
and
Fun.
then Armin did his second attack, which did
All
good
right.
damage, and then I only had
Morthos
17.
looks at you, Omen. Curious.
Now, where were we?
All right, that is your turn, Omen. It's now Valik's
Yep.
turn. So Valik was not a fan of this, so he's gonna run up, and he's gonna fucking claw this bitch. He's gonna rage.
Of course.
This calls for a rage. That actually
He
misses
has
her.
scimitars.
He prefers his claws. Both of them miss. As he tries to bite and scratch at her, it does. She just seems to block and parry it. Roderick, make a death saving throw.
DR, is it a D20?
It is a D20. Roll it in private. Private.
I
Jamie,
have it. I have /GR.
Yep. Okay. Lipia, it's your turn. You just heard some crazy shit happen from behind that wall.
And that's. I can't really do much, and I'm just gonna throw my Saget dagger at this guy.
Alright.
Mhm.
23, I
You're
believe.
throwing it at Morthos?
Yep.
Alright, that hits him.
Probably a good idea considering this other bitch is clearly a monk and does probably has deflect missiles.
Yeah. That's. I don't think sneak works on this.
You have an ally
Sneak
within 5
does.
feet.
No, he's
Okay,
flying. Morthos is
Oh,
up
good
in the air.
point.
he's flying, so.
But he,
no.
he did poke Anya in the face. So...
No, he didn't. He
Alright,
had a
no,
range
he-
Try to
attack.
charm Anya.
He tried to charm, so unfortunately the sneak does not technically apply here.
Yeah,
So 4
that's,
damage.
18.
18 just misses.
Okay.
As it bounces off his armor.
+1 armor.
Sure.
Whoa. Okay.
Flicker's turn. He's gonna try and shoot at the bitch again.
Can't
Alright,
wait
that
to-
hits, but she's gonna deflect
What the
missiles.
fuck are you-
So she will not take any damage. Trust me, she rolled really high. And that just hits her. Barely. But she is going to take damage, so... She is going to take... 13 points of damage. Anya, you're stunned.
I am stunned.
Yep, so that's your turn.
Wait.
Doesn't she get a Constitution saving throw? No.
No, it's at the end of her
It's
next
until
turn.
the end of Karai's next turn.
So
Yep,
it's
that's right.
Alkarai's turn.
Speaking of
Hey.
which,
I'm stunned still.
Yeah.
Okay,
Look
she's
at the
going
big
to
beefy wolf
attack
teeth.
Valak. That's a natural 20,
I'll say she punches Anya again.
and that's a
so
natural
straight.
20.
ooh, that's
Oh, 2 attacks.
Yep,
Oh,
he
Two nat
rolled
20s.
really good. 16,
hey. I want to assume.
She has to be burning through.
19.
Her ki, though, is the problem.
well, she's
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
bonus
Garrett
action
can-
dodge. She's gonna bonus action dodge. That's her turn. 1 second. 18. 26 cut down half to 13 is the damage there.
Jeez. This is not ending well.
This is a boss fight.
I know.
It's Celica's turn. Celica's gonna
No,
bonus
this-
action healing word Roderick.
Hey.
However, I will allow another wisdom saving throw.
come on.
Please,
this.
God in heaven. Nat 20.
Roderick, you are healed back up, and you are yourself again. You're no longer under his control.
Although you do
Oh,
realize
my
what
head.
you've done.
My head.
You realize
What is
everything you've done, though.
Oh my god, what have I done?
Well,
think we're done just yet.
well, speaking of which, Mortho's going
How
to
much-
use all three of his legendary actions.
How much do I heal though?
5.
You get 5.
5?
5.
Oh.
Anya, wisdom
Yes.
saving throw.
What is he doing? Is it a spell?
No, it's his ability again.
Well, isn't she already
Oh
charmed?
shit.
Anya, you are now charmed. Your instructions: kill Roderick.
Fuck!
You
Dude,
see
this
her.
ability is fucking stupid.
You see her suddenly like
I'm gonna-
untense from the stunning strike, and then she's staring at you, Roderick,
Oh, why is she staring at me?
and her teeth are bared and growling.
Kill him, my pet.
We hear him
Oh.
say that. We hear
Yep.
Morthos say that, right?
Yep.
Fuck.
Oh, hey. This guy doesn't know when to give up, does he?
No, but that is all of his interactions. It's now Ferris's turn.
Oh boy, she's taking a dodge action.
Yep. So all your attacks
Huh?
are disadvantage.
Thank God I wasn't thinking of freaking action surge this turn. Anyway, stab, stab,
Miss.
stab.
Miss.
Damn it.
Jesus.
God, fuck.
He does not have the charges for his weapon of verdict because it hasn't been dawn yet.
Yeah, it has. We had a long
It has?
rest.
Yeah, in the middle
No,
of the
it needs
day.
to be dawn.
At the
Thought
at
it
dawn.
was dawn.
No, it's
No,
night,
It's
dude.
during the day.
It's currently nighttime.
It's currently nighttime, so he does not
Oh,
have
God.
the charges back. It's not a
Seeing
long
your
rest
ch-
ability. It's at
Seeing
dawn
your
ability.
change in demeanor, Anya, Yozan's gonna cast Firebolt on you. That is a soft 20 to hit you.
That hits.
Alright, make a wisdom saving throw. As you take, wow, this is pathetic, 4 fire damage.
5.
Ah,
You're
God.
still under the charm effect. And then she's
God, I
going to
wish
use
that-
sorcery
I wish
points.
taking damage made it advantage, but
She's going to Then use that to bonus action cast another firebolt at you. Come on. That is
Don't have it
a
in- Fuck.
22 to hit you.
That hits.
Hello, we have a
Hey,
friend.
Hey, welcome,
You take
Celica.
5 fire damage. Roll another wisdom save, and this time with advantage. That,
Oh, come on!
Who are you fighting?
Morthos, and Anya's under his control right now. Speaking of which, it is now Morthos' turn.
Yeah.
Y'all better screw Morthos up. It'll be a bit
Morthos is gonna
before
move
I-
back, and then he's gonna cast Fire Ray at you, Ferris.
Ah,
That is a natural 1.
he dodged.
Okay.
And then roll
He's gonna
severity.
hit his woman. Hit the woman.
I
Has
mean-
anyone died?
No.
I was close.
Roger goes down.
However, that being
Oh, wait, no,
said,
he's up.
he rolled an 87 severity.
Oh,
Ah,
I'm going to say that he damages her, but instead of doing a critical, he's going to lose concentration on Fiendish Charm. So, Anya, you feel this influence of
Okay.
this voice break from your head. Damn it.
And then she suddenly turns back to the bitch next to her.
my God.
Right, Alicia
Oh, man, it's your
is
turn.
going to use. First of all, she's going to use a bonus action to summon the spectral raven spiritual weapon behind Bitchy McBitchface over here.
Okay.
Pretty sure he's in range. Yeah, 60 feet. He's definitely in range. Let me just quickly.
I'll be back in a moment. I'm going to grab
Again, it's
myself
quicker than drawing a raven.
pizza.
And use the sword. And it's going to
Better
make
drawing than I could have done.
24.
That hits him.
So he takes that much force damage.
Okay, 8.
And 3 because of the high lower cast.
It's hard to see that
So-
3 sometimes.
And then I'm
Wait,
going
that just
to...
says 3rd level cast.
Does it? Okay. Oh, whatever. Spiritual weapon.
I'll count it
No.
as 3, but
I'll use it.
yeah.
Yeah, it should be 3d8 that the damage does. Should be
Okay.
3d8.
It's fine. Just keep going.
Anyway, and then I'm going to use my regular action, cut bonus action to Eldritch Blast this fucker, and I have 2 shots at this.
You
this,
can bonus action Eldritch Shot.
No, summoning the spec. The
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Sorry, I misheard you then.
Spiritual-
17
spiritual
misses.
spiritual weapon, and then I have 2 shots at this level because I'm.
1. You have 1 more.
No,
Oh,
I have
1
two.
more shot. That's alright. I
have
thought you
2
meant you had
shots.
2 more. Okay, 26 hits.
And he takes 5 more force damage.
Okay, he's still pretty strong.
So I'm getting sick of this guy trying to control people left, right, and center.
Okay.
Nice.
Morthos is going to legendary action use Fire Ray on Valak.
Okay.
Oh my god. The dice hate Valak. That's a natural 20.
Oh my god.
He's gonna
Uh,
die.
Okay, who has
This
the
is gonna-
adamantine?
There's a
Who
what?
has the adamantine?
Alright, 9,
Hey!
11,
First of all, you smart ass,
14.
but also, yes, you're right.
14.
The Anim what?
Don't worry about it. 14.
The math.
22
Oh.
points of fire damage to Valak. He is not looking good. Valak is going to try and claw at this bitch, which at disadvantage. He misses. He hits. So he's going to do with his bite.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
8 points of piercing damage as he bites down on her shoulder. Ugh. Oh. Feisty, all of you. Roderick, it's your turn. You are free. Your actions are your own now.
Okay. So, first things first. Bonus action second wind,
Fair enough.
'Cause- which is 1d10 plus 5. Roll 1d10 plus 5. Huh? Ooh.
15.
Nice.
You heal for 15.
Nice.
So I'm at still low, and he will look at Morthos and goes, you son of a, and he will shoot at him with his crossbow. Huh.
Misses.
And then his second attack, crossbow. Huh.
That's
That
a hit.
hits.
You what I mean, Cody?
However, that is non-magical damage.
Fuck it.
Let's see.
Fuck. You do like 1 damage.
1.
You deal 1 damage to him.
He still shot him and says, "Fuck you."
How does
That's
it
it.
feel to only be a puppet boy? Lippy, it's your turn.
I'm going to.
Well, that hurt
I
Roderick's
can't
feelings.
really move. 5, 10,
You have feelings?
5, 10, 15, 20.
He's a man-child. Yes, he has feelings.
I'm gonna move to here, and I'm gonna throw my psychic dagger at him.
Okay, roll it.
Hey, don't be mean.
That misses.
Yeah, no.
Oh
Whoa.
no.
28.
Kinda gathered that was gonna happen.
Don't throw it at Roderick.
Don't stab me. Please don't stab me. Please.
Odds or evens, Anya?
Odds.
Oh
So-
god.
If you get
Roll
right,
damage.
stab.
Don't add your sneak
So
attack.
happy.
Don't add your sneak
Oh.
attack. You're gonna deal 8 points of damage to Celica.
Oh, bloody hell.
Oh shit.
Did he roll like a friggin' did he roll for like
95.
a 99? Because,
I know
Can
it
we
on
get rid of
95.
the bitch in front of us, please, and then we can turn all our attention towards Morthos.
It's Flicker's turn. He's gonna stealth as his action.
Huh.
Okay.
Oh, God.
He rolled pretty good. For now, Flicker is gonna be remained unseen.
Like, fuck
He goes
Howard.
bleep off of existence.
He's like, fuck this shit.
Bleep.
I go,
Anya, it's your
"Oh,
turn.
no."
You just felt this guy try to control you, but also there's bitch punching you.
I'm feeling
I
a
have
little reckless.
Okay, roll reckless against her, so it'll be normal.
Boop.
That hits and that hits.
I just
Fuck.
thought, Anya,
Yes.
between the last turns you had because you were stunned, and no one dealt damage to you or attacked you, your rage would have ended. Because you
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
attack
that's
or get
right.
attacked.
Since we forgot about that, I will count that you could just, instead of mini yeet, you can bonus action rage again.
Okay.
Well, you
I'll
can
bonus
anyway,
action
but
rage then.
you can anyway, but
Yep.
yeah. I just
But
thought, oh,
24 and
crap,
25 hit. 13,
you didn't attack or get attacked.
17, 26. She's looking pretty rough at this point.
I can't really do anything after that.
Out
I
of,
guess I'll
char-
move over here.
out of character question, Rob.
Oh wait, no, I had advantage regularly with
I'm
Valor,
aware. I know, you're
so
fine.
I didn't have
Yeah,
to.
I know.
reckless, So.
Alright, go ahead, Fury.
Out of
Let's-
character question, Roderick. Where are your bolts for your crossbow?
They're in his pocket.
Anya
Okay.
say he gave all the equipment back, so I count that as all the equipment. It's Alkari's turn.
And everything.
She's gonna punch you, Anya. Good dogs need to know when to heal! Well, that's a 24 to hit you.
That hits.
Constitution saving throw.
How much
Here-
fucking key
Are
does she
you
have?
fucking?
She's rain
A
low.
lot.
She is rain low.
A lot.
That
Bitch.
passes. You're gonna take 9 points of bludgeoning damage, cut down half to 4. But
She
then
has
she
to
gotta.
be almost
Yeah,
out of key.
she's
burning
right on
through it.
reserve. She's right on his reserves. Alright, that's a 25 to hit you.
Hits.
Or 23, my bad. Constitution saving throw. That she only has 1 key point left. You are fine. You take 9, cut down half to 4. And final attack. That is going to be a 20 to hit you.
Hits.
Last con save.
Ah!
You were
Man.
stunned. And
Oh
okay,
my
you take 5
God.
points of damage, cut down half to 2. And she just punches you in your face a bunch of times.
My
The-
God.
I
those
could.
fucking
Let's flavor
stunning
this.
strikes,
This
man.
one, when she punches her in the nose, it got to that nerd. That because if you punch a dog in the nose, that could actually kill them. So, punch in the
Why
nose,
would you
and it
do
lets
that?
they're stunned. Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You can punch
Why
them in the nose,
would
and it'll kill
you?
them.
Alright,
Why would
Celica's
it
gonna
so
cast Cure
cool?
Wounds at 3rd level on you.
Wait, on. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, dude, she needs it. You
I
heal for
do.
15 on ya. Heal for 15 on you.
Did you forget that the player was back?
They said they were going to be right back because they were getting food, so
Okay, fair enough.
I didn't. Yeah, keep in mind, I had to keep track of everything. That's your turn, Celica. Armin, it is your turn.
I'm gonna move the hunter's mark to from Roderick to Karai.
All right. She's looking pretty rough on health.
Yep.
How the person who just hit Anya, how bad are they looking?
Pretty rough. Pretty rough at this
I'm gonna
point.
try an attack.
Okay,
23.
that hits.
All right, she's gonna take 8 slashing, 1 cold.
Yep, and she is resistant to cold, but it's
8.
only 1, so. Okay.
8
Yeah.
and 5.
17, 22.
So-
Oof, she's looking rough.
Second attack, come on, baby. 19
That hits.
takes 10 slashing, 1
11.
cold, and 5 hunter's mark.
How do you want to do this?
Nice.
Yes. Okay. So as she finishes punching Anya, Armin cleaves her legs off as she falls to the ground, and she's just like sitting on the stairs. She watches Armin just leaps up, stands right above her. He takes one look at Morthos, full swings and buries the axe straight through her forehead. Before
As he
turning
does.
his attention towards Morthos.
What vicious ambition. What vicious style you have, Armin. What a vicious streak indeed.
Keep it
Oh
up.
god.
You're fucking next. He just starts walking up the stairs.
It is your turn,
towards
Ferris.
Morthos.
Except
Oh,
that that's
boy.
what it would be if it wasn't for legendary actions.
Of
Oh,
course.
boy.
Yeah, of course.
What's he about to do?
She's stunned. Her nose is
Oh.
bleeding.
Oh no.
Ferris, make a wisdom saving throw.
Am I required to see him?
No, he just has to see you.
Oh shit! Ferris, my boy, you don't have good wisdom.
That 20 though?
Oh shit.
Kill the biggest sound near you.
What?
So Ferris,
What?
attack Roderick.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh. hello. I don't think.
His demeanor
I don't
went
think we
from
met.
lax to stiff as he turns to you.
I don't think we've met. I'm Roderick.
I don't care. I don't care.
Oh,
All right.
I don't care.
Yep. All right, stab him. Roll attacks.
Oh, it's my turn. Here
Yep,
we
it
go.
is Ferris' turn. Roll attacks against Roderick. Let's hope this misses you.
Let's hope. So, here we go. 1, 2.
24
Miss,
definitely hits.
mate. Yeah, 24 hits. The first one misses.
There's that.
That one matches.
Okay, there's that. There's that.
22 points of damage,
Oh.
Roderick.
Roderick is
Okay.
unconscious again.
He's unconscious again.
Yep, he's down.
All right. So I'm saving my action surge.
Yep.
Oh shit.
No, I already used my bonus action for the Yukawa.
All right, it's Yuzana's
Well,
turn.
And it was gonna be my turn. Fuck.
Yep.
She knows something's up.
Yeah, no, she knows it. God damn it. She's like debating who to hit. Damn it, sorry! And she's gonna hit him with the fireballs. That is definitely gonna hit him. That's a natural 17 plus 8. Ferris is gonna take
Ferris?
5 fire damage. Make another wisdom save.
Another wisdom save. Okay.
Yep, DC 14. He passes.
I want. He wants to break free.
Are you good?
Oh. Maybe.
Okay, he's fine.
I don't know what happened.
And with that, she looks towards Barthos. You watch as electricity crackles from her hands, and she's gonna pass a lightning bolt on his ass. She's got bonus action.
Nice.
Yeah.
He fails.
This is gonna hurt.
He's gonna take a fireball worth of damage in lightning.
Ow.
Let me guess.
I heard a
it's lightning damage.
No, I heard a however.
Yeah, I heard the however.
What the fuck is the however? However, he doesn't care and
I need
still
to roll
gets hit.
damage. Was though, however, and he is actually he is resistant to lightning. So you roll
Ah, son of a whore.
12. 1 second. 12, 15, 20. She rolled pretty good. Oh damn! Good job, girl. Jesus Christ. It was 20 last time. 30, 37, cut down in half to 18 points of damage. That is still pretty good. Alrighty. That is her turn. It's now Morthos' turn. You feel it, boy? The anger? The resentment? You
guys
are
do
like
see
me.
that you guys do see that Armin is starting to take on that.
You are like me. Especially when you have something to lose. And with that, he's gonna Fire Ray Omen. That's a 21 to hit you.
Oh,
That's a hit. Nothing I can do about it.
Good news is you resist this. That's gonna be 12 points of damage, cut down half to 6 fire damage.
I can take that. She's looking rough, but she's still standing.
And then he's gonna make a second one.
Don't give in to him.
Why'd you say that? Second one. That is a 26 to hit you.
That hits.
Yep, I forgot he could use it twice. So that is gonna be 17 points of fire damage, cut down half to 8.
If it weren't for the fact I'm resistant, that would have almost one-shot me.
Yep.
Oh.
Don't let him win.
You can't save anyone, boy. You're still the crying child who killed his parents because he was annoyed. Oh, it's your turn.
Oh, okay.
So, Omen, despite being injured, is going to run up. And as she runs, because of your own homebrew rulings,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to use no action, because it's free, to make my pack blade disappear.
I know.
Then, as I reach here, I am going to use my bonus action to recreate it, because you say I can summon it with a bonus action,
Yep.
in the shape of a longbow.
Yep, that is how that works. You can change that.
I'm going to grab an arrow from Armin, who's standing next to me, pull it out, knock it, and I'm specifically aiming for his wings.
Go ahead. If you nat 20, I will say he lowers by 10 feet.
So, it pretty much
Hit.
the same as the rapier, so I will
And
use the
if you
rapier
hit,
for that.
yep. If you hit, it will be 5 damage. That misses.
I will roll the second shot, because it's a longbow, which means I can use
Yep.
18.
That just misses.
Oh.
He twirls his spear around and it just chops up the arrows.
Clever. Trickier than I thought. By the way, I'm sorry, but make sure you mark those 2 arrows off your ammo count.
And then he's gonna legendary action fire ray you. That is a 25
Oh
to hit you.
god.
That hits.
Oh no, and he's
Can I
standing.
try it? Can I try? I don't suppose I can try and use my reaction to step in front of her.
That will cost you
At
your
all?
reaction.
I don't really have any reactions that I can use other than that, so I might as well
Okay.
just step in front
But
of
it
her.
will
and
only be
take
one. Alright, you're gonna take 16 points of fire damage, cut down half to 8.
You just watch as, like Armin steps right in front of you, and
And
he
as
just,
you
like,
do, he says,
explodes in his face.
You got the luxury of not having to feel that. They felt everything. Roderick death saving throw in private. They're reset, so it's like so you have no failure or success. It's just neutral. Roderick.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. Lippia, it's your turn.
Right, she's going to throw her socket blades at him.
All right, roll it. That misses.
Oh,
Damn it.
That
Come
misses.
on!
All right,
Oh,
Flicker's gonna put himself in position.
Absolute
Oh shit, that's right, Flicker's doing shit.
Yeah, Flicker is gonna move into position because he's definitely trying. Anya, it's
He's
your
a
turn.
snake. He's a, where
I don't really. I'm gonna turn around, and she's gonna come over this way. How high is he?
30 feet up in the air.
She cannot reach him. She cannot jump to reach him. She's gonna yeet a stick at him.
eat stick.
I'm going
Okay.
to rage because I lost
wanna-
my rage. No, wait.
Again.
I'm
No,
I'm
you're still in
supposed to be
rage.
stunned.
You're still in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're supposed to be stunned, so you're just stunned.
You wanna
I'm just
you wanna
stunned.
be a skid?
I
She's-
can't do anything.
she is
so I
dead.
lost my rage.
Celica is gonna bring, Jacob. Roderick. Oh, he's deafened. She's gonna cure wounds him at
Alright.
second level.
Yay.
Come on, buddy, stay up.
Well,
You heal for 12.
Okay. Roger gets back up.
Armin, it's your turn.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I will say that
First things first.
you could very clearly see Omen aiming for his wings.
However, that being said, you know what save to make.
Yes,
Yep.
I do. Okay, so you do see, so you do see as Armin's keeping kept his composure at the moment. You watch as Armin just grabs the strap that holds his quiver, just pulls for a second, rips it off before handing the quiver to you, Omen.
I'll take it. I'll take it on my next turn.
He just hands it to you as he starts walking
Alright.
forward. Armin will bonus action move his Hunter's Mark to Morthos.
Okay.
What can I do? He will, you know what? He will grab a couple arrows before he does as well. Because
Probably
he's
an
gonna
idea.
He is gonna shoot. He's gonna shoot at him with his bow until he comes down.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Roll to hit. Every hit on his wings will be 5 feet down. A natural 20 will be 10 feet.
Hang on, because apparently my bow was deleted. Give me a sec.
Do 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 do. Hey,
Give me a sec. I apologize.
That's good.
it's all good.
There we go.
Don't
Alright,
mind me. Just
I'm gonna try to
twice.
attack.
Boom! He lowers by 10 feet. Roll damage.
All right, so he's gonna.
And
take
this is a
Everything
magical. And this is
doubles.
magical because of him. Because of Larry.
Yep.
Oh
Living
yeah.
like,
Yeah,
living
that-
like Larry.
Yeah.
And
that is
also,
the best.
and also, Colossus Slayer and Hunter's Mark get doubled.
Yes, they do.
They do.
So he lowers by 10 feet. He's
Alright,
on 20
so-
feet in the air.
You need to kill it.
That's. Oh shit! It didn't roll.
Hey,
So that's 9,
mm,
2, and then 6. That's for the first one.
Okay, good job.
Second attack. 12. Probably.
That
misses.
misses.
Definitely misses. This guy's got like 19 AC. Try
Alright,
to guess.
Is that your turn?
Probably some. That
Alright.
is all I can do. I
He's
my
gonna use his
bonus
last
action.
legendary action to cast Fire Ray on Omen. That is a natural 19.
That's gonna hit.
This is gonna end terribly.
You're gonna take 12 points of damage, cut down half to 6.
I am barely up at this point, but I am still up.
She's going to die, Armin. They all are. And it's all your fault again.
The only one who's gonna top me is you.
Alright, it's now Yuzana's turn. She's gonna try and Chaos
Oh, you
Bolt.
skipped me.
Oh, my bad. Ferris, it's your
skipped
turn.
me.
Ferris, it is your turn.
Okay. There's not much I could do. How close is he to the ground?
20 feet.
Oh. He's just out of my
Mhm.
blind sight. That bitch.
Yep.
Oh,
You
well.
can hear stuff, but if you want just to have
I can
Ferris hold
hear.
action, then that's fine.
Actually, I'm going. I could do this.
I'm
I
loading
have
into roll 20.
My echo be summoned anywhere within 30 feet of me.
You're gonna summon the Echo
what
next to
I'm
him?
going to do, I'm going to summon the echo right above him,
Okay.
and the echo's going to come barreling down into him.
Alright, roll attacks with Echo.
Echo.
Misses.
There you go.
Misses.
Oh my god.
That hits, but it's not magical, so he's only gonna take half.
I'm
He-
gonna use at least incarnation and do another attack through the
Okay.
echo.
Okay, do it.
Oh shit!
Roll damage for the Yukawa first, so I can get the resistance, right? Okay, he's gonna take 4.
Natural 20.
Yep, natural
It's
20.
a magical weapon.
I know it is.
Double natural
So,
20.
Roll it.
is
13.
that? Can I get an action surge off through my echo?
Technically, yes.
Boy.
Oh boy.
That was a miss.
Damn it. Oh, and I'll do another Unleash Incarnation.
You're not going to win.
Doink.
Doink.
We got this,
And
guys.
My echo would just land on the floor.
Okay. At this point, it is now Yozana's turn. She's gonna cast Chaos Bolt at 3rd level. Fuck this asshole.
Fuck this bitch.
Hit him.
That will miss him. 15, unfortunately. That's her turn. It's now Morthos' turn.
Ah,
Morthos.
what's he
You can
gonna
add
do?
another You can add another scream, Armin.
Oh.
That is a 21 to hit you, Omen.
Can I try and use my reaction to step in
Not
front
this
of him,
time.
in front of it again?
No.
What?
Do something.
Actually, wait. Actually, yeah, you have had your turn. Yes. 11 points
hit.
of damage to you, Armin.
Cut
Cut down half to 5.
I was about to say.
However, that being said, he has a second one of these.
Ferris is
Yeah.
stepping away.
21.
Yeah, Libby's gonna step in the way.
You're not within 5 feet.
No, Ferris is
Ferris
going to.
will.
All right,
this.
Ferris, you're gonna take. Oh Jesus, Max, 18 points of damage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh. Ow, that sparks.
Omen, it's your turn.
Omen?
Hello.
Hello, had the thing muted. He didn't fly back up, did he?
No, he didn't. I said that very
He's only 5
intentionally.
feet off the ground. So, I've had just about enough of this. Bonus action, make my thingy come down and try and swack him.
Swouse.
You guys have had enough of him, apparently.
Get on the ground.
All right, 20.
Force damage.
24 damage. How is he
Hey,
looking?
that's only a 1d8.
Wait,
Still
that's
relatively
right,
strong.
That's right.
That's
roll
only a
2 more-
1d8.
Roll 2 more d8.
No. It's one. It does 1d8 and it's 1 extra d8 for every slot 2 levels above second. So it needs to be 4.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Oh,
that
yeah.
so there
Oh,
it is.
Yeah.
six more of them, okay.
Yep. So in that case, he's gone 10 feet down, so he's 10 feet off.
No, he's on the ground. He was only 5 feet above the ground.
No, he wasn't. He was 20. I told you
It's
20.
16.
Yeah, but then he got hit 3 times. One of
They
them was
never
crit.
specify that they were aiming for the wing.
True.
Yeah.
No one said he
That's
was.
fair.
I
Fair.
never specified.
Yeah,
I
Ferris never
apologize.
specified that. So
So
he's 10
we
feet
hit-
off the ground.
He says that, and then Omen's gonna go. I think it's about to... Anya, make me fly.
You want Yanya to eat you?
Yes.
I will count it as your reaction,
I
Anya.
could go and grapple him myself. I could actually jump that.
But
The
Omen-
great big
Omen
eating.
wants to do it.
I can go and make my attacks towards him because he's close enough to me.
I'm just saying. Well, technically, you're still stunned.
I'm
Oh, no.
still stunned, but my turn is coming around.
Actually, when
Yeah.
was her turn? It would have worn off by now, I think.
Yeah, it would have worn off. She is no longer stunned, because technically Karai's turn would have been
I've got
done.
a plan. I'm just saying, basically, I'm telling you to yeet me, Anya.
I will count it as your reaction, Anya, if you really want to.
Please do, I've got a plan.
I'll do it.
Alright, Anya, athletics check.
I'll use my last rage and do this.
Athletics.
No,
Raging.
wait, I can't do that because it requires
Yeah,
a bonus.
athletics. Yeah.
19.
Okay, she throws him at him. What you gonna do, Omen?
As I'm flying towards him, I'm going to. This is a move straight out of Devil May Cry. As I'm flying towards him, I'm gonna friggin' pull out the Raven's Claw, and I'm gonna try and grab him and slam him into the ground.
Okay.
Ooh.
Alright, roll attack.
Please hit. Boom!
The second I programmed that thing in, it just
Add it
decided.
up.
Yeah, 37 points of damage. He feels that. Yeah, he's on the ground. He's not
Get
prone,
down!
but he is feeling it.
I was kind of basically
Listen.
pull him nearer, grab him, and just throw him to the ground. Get down!
Bailey Black is PP.
Alright, that's your second use of it for today.
Yeah,
you do
yeah,
so.
done
However,
then.
you are gonna take some fall
Oh.
damage.
Yeah, this will probably knock me out, but
4
it's got
points
him
of
on the ground
bludgeoning
for everyone
damage.
else. How much?
4.
That's exactly enough to knock me out. I'm at 0.
Okay, he's gonna legendary action. And
Oh
he's gonna, and he's gonna
no.
look at you, Armin. And this awful smile comes across his face.
No.
Oh, I swear.
He's gonna do
That's
a
a 19 to
thing.
hit you.
That
Me?
hit.
Omen, you failed 2 death saving throws. As he
Oh.
jams his spear into her back.
No.
You can't save anyone, Armin. Roderick, it's your turn. You're prone on the ground.
What happened to Valak?
Oh, right. Valak. He's gonna run, try and, hit him.
He's gonna try and run and, kind of hit him.
Those miss. Somehow. Roderick, it's your turn.
Oh no.
Roderick will stand up. Look at Omen, look at Armin, look at everybody. Fine. He'll move 15 here.
The amazing is I don't think the spiritual weapon actually goes away because it's not
No,
concentration.
it isn't, but you can't use it to hit him either.
Yeah,
Because
and that's all
it's
right.
attached to you and you're unconscious.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my family.
And he'll swing with Beatrice.
Okay.
Please God.
That
Come
hits.
on.
Okay.
He will swing with the Warhammer with the other hand for his action.
For his bonus
What was
action,
the other
yeah.
attack? Oh, for a second attack.
17 misses.
But then he will Action Surge. Which is what, 2 more attacks?
Yeah, but you forgot your second attack. You forgot your second Beatrice attack, dude.
I did?
You have
Yeah, you
2
have
with your
2.
main hand and 1 with your offhand.
Yeah, so roll another
Yep.
Beatrice.
Oh, okay. But I'll still use Action Surge.
Alright,
Yeah, which
26
means you get
hits.
you get 2 more hits with Beatrice.
Nice.
Okay.
I'll just click him twice.
Okay, Beatrice again. That hits. That hits.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, he's looking pretty rough, but he's still up.
That's
Limpia,
my
it's your turn.
family.
Okay.
Don't kill him.
Omen is down and he just stabbed Owen in the back.
25. I'm going to stab him with my psychic blades.
Okay, roll it.
Advantage.
With advantage. Now you get your sneak.
25 hits. Okay, that hits.
Okay.
You won't get, alright. He's looking
Okay.
pretty rough. Okay. Flicker is gonna break his stealth.
And it's this.
Where is Flicker at? Anyways, on the screen. I don't
Here.
see him. Oh,
Flicker
hey!
just flicked right off.
He's
Flicker
So you're
stealth.
saying he
He
flickered?
flicked right off.
He flickered away.
He's gonna roll a bow with advantage. Come on, it's not magical, so it won't matter. Aw, damn it, that misses. He rolled a natural 2 and 3. That hits, however. Alright, he's gonna take 5 points of damage. He's gonna legendary action, move up.
Fuck.
He just basically flew up.
Yep.
What you're saying?
Yep.
Like
Uh,
opportunity.
Opportunity attacks, bro.
Oh god, you're right.
Yes, you guys get opportunity
Alex,
attacks.
Lipia.
Okay, Lippy, you can go first. Ladies
Yeah.
first.
Alex, Lipia, and Rocky.
Misses.
Damn.
No, wait.
It's
He is
this.
flanking.
Advantage, that hit.
That hits,
Yeah,
yes.
flanking
But you don't get your
from
sneak attack. You don't get your
Yes,
sneak
you
attack.
do. It's a new turn. Sneak attack is once per turn, not once per round. It's a new turn. Sneak attack triggers again.
True.
That's why rogues are amazing.
Alright, I'll count it, just because this is more fair, but again,
But that is
Roderick,
the
roll
rules.
attack.
That is the rules
I
as
thought
written.
Anya also got it.
No, she's not
19?
new.
Oh,
That
my other brother
matches.
It
blades.
should match.
Yeah, it's only one reaction.
Okay.
Yeah.
9.
Okay.
Please heal her.
Come on, someone.
Selic,
Oh.
Anya, it is your turn though. He is 3 feet in the air.
Fuck.
Okay, hold on. Let me check my stuff.
Yeah, use my back to get him.
Has anyone dealt radiant damage to this fucker?
No, but Omen is close to dying, and he has one more legendary action, so...
I
Anya.
don't
Please.
have a healing thing.
I don't think any of us do.
No, I don't.
Celica is
Oh,
quite
no.
literally the only one who can heal Omen, but Anya, it is your turn. What are you gonna do?
Then we have to heal her, or it's,
Okay, I'm gonna come over here.
and that's not going to end
He
well
flew
for
30 feet
anyone.
up?
Yep.
Okay,
I was gonna say Anya.
Monster Hunter style. I want to throw this beat of force at this guy.
Okay,
Knock
what's
him
the
out of
save?
sky. The save is DC 15 Dex save, I think.
Please miss. Please not
Okay.
one.
Let's see. I'm gonna read this because it's my...
Please not one.
He fails.
So,
Knock his ass to the
each
ground.
creature within... He's up, so it only gets him... Takes 5d4 force damage, a sphere transfers force, and closes the area for 1 minute.
So
creature
he's
that's
isolated
on
for a minute. Nothing can
Yeah,
reach
he's
him.
isolated
Nothing can get
for a
out, but
minute.
nothing can get in. All right, so that is all right. Roll damage. This might do it.
Please do it.
This might be able to do it.
Come on, Anya.
No attack or
on.
effect can.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing can get into him. So he's basically
Max
isolated from
damage.
you. So
He's
Kill
he
him.
it can't get in and it can't get out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
damn
it
it.
drops.
Roll
and
the-
he's in this ball of
Yep.
force rolling around.
Yep, roll the damage though. Roll the damage. You gotta roll 5d4.
94.
Max damage, please.
Okay.
Come on,
5d4.
baby.
Okay, hold on.
I have faith.
Kill
I
him.
have
Where's
faith.
my dice roller? Okay.
Faith.
5d4.
Max damage.
Of course. Eesh.
He is
Well.
still up.
Oh.
Can I just grab this thing and shake it until he's unconscious?
Technically speaking, no, because it's harmless.
Oh.
Okay. But hey, we have someone who
But you
can,
have
you
him
know,
surrounded him. You do have him surrounded. Celica, it's your turn.
He's
So
on the
wait,
floor,
nothing
this
can
is
attack
weird.
him?
Nothing can attack
Yes.
him.
No,
He,
but
But
heal
we have-
the one that's failed 2 death saves.
Heal the
please.
one that saves 2 death saves.
this one. She needs it bad. Cause one hit or one fail and
Not even heat metal can get in there, can it?
no,
No.
nothing can get in,
No,
dude.
nothing can get in.
No,
and
and no
nothing
back to
can get
gaming.
out.
Celica,
Damn.
what do you want? Yeah, that's the cost. It's for like that for a minute. However, if he has something inside, though, that is the thing.
Oh.
shit. I know what's gonna happen.
What you gonna do, Celica?
I'll expend a 2nd level spell slot to cast Cure Wounds.
All right, you have to move
on-
on next to her, but yeah, you
Oh
can.
my
God.
All right, roll 2nd level cure wounds.
He's on the ground with us. He's in a sphere of force that lasts 1
No,
minute.
well, you know what? Fuck that spear force.
It lasts 1 minute.
Basically, he can't hurt you guys for a minute.
For a whole
Yeah.
minute.
Oh, well,
Hey.
shit.
You heal for
But, hey,
10.
it
Omen, you're
something.
back
Here's
up.
10
And it reset.
Armin,
so...
you are up, but you can't hurt him.
You're on dying in this fight, Omen.
What do you want to do, Armin?
We should get up.
Okay. All right. He's technically on the ground, right?
Yes, but he's in that sphere.
he's
Nothing
a-
can hurt him.
I can't hit anything.
At this point, combat's gonna be over for a minute.
For a
He's gonna
minute.
put-
I just
he's-
lift him up in this ball because it makes him like 1 pound.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just
so-
holding him up.
So
Shakes.
I'm gonna do a couple things if that's all right.
Mhm.
I'm going to I have 3 first levels and a 2nd level. I'm gonna use 2 of the first levels and a 2nd level on Cure Wounds for Omen.
Okay, roll it.
Okay, hang on.
I'd like
Pointing.
to do a moonbeam on top of him.
Can
That would hit everyone within 5 feet of him.
Can
Yeah,
we
that's
not-
everybody.
That's
Which
the,
mean-
that's,
no.
that's the
12.
first one.
Alright, 12.
Hang on, 1 sec. You're gonna heal for 9 more.
Yep. However, he looks at you. Disappointing. You can't hide from what you are, Armin. Believe me, I've tried. This world makes us who we are.
No, it doesn't. Omen, as he's being healed, the choices we make us who we are.
I'm gonna heal. That's what he's gonna do for himself, which is exactly what I needed.
It doesn't matter. I've proven someone else can come back for revenge. We'll see. This man looks very bloody and very hurt. We'll see each other again, Armin.
No!
He's gonna
Fuck
use his
yeah.
once per day thing to cast plane shift on himself, and he
No,
disappears from the bubble.
No! No!
Please tell us we're able to counterspell it.
We can't. The effect can't go
No
through
one
the
has-
sphere of force.
No,
The beat of
no one
force.
has-
Can we
No,
not
he
go
can't.
and just,
he can't.
you know-
Why can't he plane shift?
He can
He
plane.
can't leave in and out of the.
He's gonna ray action to when the thing drops. So either way, he's gone, dude.
Can I ready
That's
an action
BS
attack
because
when
as
the
soon
thing
as
drops?
that's gonna happen, we could go and kill
all
him.
Of, all of our shit goes off.
Yeah. And opportunity attacks.
I
All
would
right.
like to- let's put it down to this.
If Omen
he-
can counterspell when the ball ends, then you guys get your held actions. But if it doesn't, so Omen, you need to roll a DC 17 Charisma check.
Come on.
I'm gonna do guidance
Well-
on her.
That
Okay,
helps.
you
it's
can
not-
do it. It does. You are effectively out of combat, so
We
Come
are
on.
I
all
may not be able
fucking-
to do any damage, but
roll the
I'll
charisma.
Literally-
help you.
It doesn't matter.
I am gonna
It's not
give
gonna matter.
I want to give Omen. Come on, make this count. I want to give her my DM inspiration to re-roll that.
You used it for
Shit.
Anya.
What? No, I
Yeah,
didn't.
no?
someone. Yeah, you did. You said you gave your DM inspiration
thought it
to
was
someone to
Lipia.
re-roll the
No,
save.
No, you didn't
I thought it was
give me-
Lipia. I
Oh,
thought
it was
Lipia
Lipia.
used-
No, that was me.
Yeah, Lipia
Okay,
used
okay,
her.
guys, calm
Lipia
down.
gave it to me.
Calm
Armin.
down. Calm down. Re-roll it. That does count.
Come on, baby.
Please, net 20.
No, it's even worse.
God.
It doesn't matter. As he disappears, as the ball fades, he plane shifts away.
Damn it.
God damn it.
Hang on one sec.
Oh god.
Okay, you guys are fucking lucky.
Yeah.
Did we...
At this point, you
Oh, yeah,
guys
that's right.
hear the guards begin to run up the stairs and away.
I'll be back.
Oh, so they're just gone.
Oh,
They ran
They
away.
are
Gone.
retreating.
Armin is seething.
Lipia puts her hand on Armin and say, "Look."
He's
We
just
did our best.
staring at the spot that Morthos was just. Fuck hell,
Look,
man.
Anya is kind of like digging, like where the fuck did he go?
Look,
So is
Like,
Valak. He's
Smelling
like,
for him.
yeah.
there's
Omen
nothing
walks,
do.
Omen walks over to you and just kind of puts her hand on your face. Hey, we'll get him next time. And this time he won't have the advantage of
Right,
having
it
one of our
won't.
friends brain controlled.
Look at it this way. You just destroyed his operation. He points to the now empty fortress and to the dead Karai.
And now,
We made a mistake. We killed the bitch. We should have left her alive so that we could get more money.
Well, no, you can still get money. You can just need proof of
Yeah,
death.
More money.
No,
Yeah.
the thing is that
Yeah.
we wanted more money.
Yeah.
we need
Can
to-
Roderick-
Armin is just
Oh.
like staring for a sec afterwards. After what Flicker says, just starts walking down the steps. He's still looking for something in this fortress.
Okay. By the way, key notes:
wanna-
that guard you left unconscious is still there.
It's true.
She goes to walk with you, Armin.
Can I check Karai?
She
Who's
is very
that?
dead. Roll investigation.
Okay. I'm bad at these. Yeah, I'm terrible at these. That's a 0.
Roderick, you're just kind of recovering from the surreal experience of being controlled and turning your friends. You feel this overwhelming sense of
Feeling like
guilt.
No, I can't find
You find a note on her.
Right. Yeah, Lipia takes the note and opens it.
Okay, I will make it a. Oh, damn! I deleted it. 1 second. I'm gonna have to rewrite it.
That's a mood.
Yeah, Roderick will just put his weapons away and solemnly follow behind everybody.
Anya's still digging at the spot, like, where the fuck did he go?
Valak is doing that too, but you smell magic on you, so.
Roderick
She's
just
just like,
looks at Lipia just looks at Roderick and decides to just deck him at least once.
Roll a
That's
strength
fair.
check.
Roll a what?
Strength check.
Oh, strength.
Lipia. Unless Armin. Okay, you do it.
Wait.
You punch him.
Yep.
You take
Yep,
1 point of
and
damage,
Rod-
Roderick.
Go saving throw.
It's fine. It's the same roll. There is no
Right.
difference, so
Yeah.
I'll count it.
And Roderick will let it happen. He won't. He'll just let it hit. Just
Yeah, I deserve that. That's what that is, isn't it? Yep, I deserve that.
You
well, he
fucking
feels like a.
idiot! None of this would have happened if you just didn't surrender yourself.
Although Owen's not here, she's following Armin, who's
Yeah.
going off looking for whatever the fuck.
Is there still something that he has to find?
Yeah, Owen's gonna help.
Everyone can basically hear Lipia shouting at Roderick.
Oh yeah, we're not far enough away that we can't hear you yelling. And she just sounds like Lipia's laying into him.
I'll deal with him later. As he's just walking.
All right.
What
so,
the hell were you
Iris,
thinking,
Flicker,
Roderick?
Anya,
Okay, real quick. Let's
Valak,
Yeah.
real quick. Let's let Lipia and Roderick do their thing.
gotta do the thing.
What were
I'll be
you
back.
thinking, Roderick? Answer me!
Roderick is just quiet, just looking down.
Dex him again.
Roll a strength check. Yeah, this time it doesn't hurt him.
Yeah, that's fine. owe Omen and possibly Armin one hell of an apology.
One who
Oh,
is,
no.
as, let's say, for one who is as big as Roderick is, and for as goofy as he usually is, a single tear will fall from his face.
He is trying to make he is humongous, but he is trying to make himself so small right now.
No, he's fine being big. He just looks defeated. Just like the once charismatic, happy, fun, goofy guy. He's not here.
Pack! We're supposed to be working together, not turning against each other. Tell me, what were you thinking? Giving up like that?
Blair is available, by the way, for anyone who wants to read it.
Right.
I'll start reading it
Yep.
too.
Yep, Armin, you can read it if it's actually appropriate. But go ahead,
Yeah.
Roderick.
Let's just go. Please.
Hmm?
Let's
Just go.
just go.
Absolutely not.
Roderick will try and turn around to leave.
Libya just grabs it.
Roderick?
He's gonna keep trying to walk away.
Athletics
Let's
versus
go.
athletics. Double
16.
athletics then. I swear.
What's the letter called for Hugo? Is it?
Yes, for
And-
Hugo.
Yeah, for Hugo.
God damn it.
Even to get, I'll just say Lipia gave you the help action. With 17, you managed to hold Roderick back.
Roderick? You don't need to go.
Let me go.
No,
No.
we're not done talking.
I said let me go.
And I said no. Libya's growling.
Roderick will not meet their gaze. He is just looking straight down.
Walks up to Roderick and basically crouches him to look him in the eye.
His eyes are a bloodshot red, and his face is just covered in tears.
You have no idea what you just did, have you?
You should have left me.
At this point,
That's not
Ferris.
what.
Go ahead
Oh,
first. Do your finishing
sorry.
thing.
That's not what a pack does. We look out for each other. We help each other. We're family, damn it!
At this point,
And I don't want more family dying.
At this point, Ferris walks up to you, Roderick. You have never met this man before, but you see this dirty blonde, small man with silver eyes approach you. You weren't in control, and no one died.
I still did what I did. There was no excuse for that.
Well, running away won't help anything.
I'm not running away. I just want to get out of this godforsaken place.
Hey,
Run.
hey, buddy, we've only just met. You seem like a good guy. Okay? That guy, he's wrong. Evil. Don't let him ruin the good man you are. Because if you do, he wins. And you're better than that. Okay? If a blind man like me can stand up to something like that, then you have no excuse. By the way, you can tell this man is just blind. Like, he is really blind.
I know. Just 1 second.
He can see shit.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's fine.
Are you okay?
No, are you really okay?
I'm fine. It's a touching moment. I'm terrible. I'm legit terrible.
Oh,
Okay.
the feels got
Oh,
Hey,
to
buddy.
him.
I'm not even
Hey, buddy.
Feels.
Buddy.
I'm not.
Welcome to
Yeah, buddy.
No, no,
No, the
it's-
Ferris is
it's-
looking at you, buddy. Do you want to do something like with your life? Like play music, fight? What do you want to do?
I just want to play my music.
I have a sister back in Juleton. She's a bard. She can probably teach you a thing or two. I could. If someone writes a letter for me, I could just give a good word. How's that sound, buddy?
Roger will he'll sniffle and just nod softly.
Okay. Now look, you did a good job. You got out of control quick, and you hurt him. No one could ask more of you. Now, he grabs your arm, like he grabs your hand. Now let's get you out of here, and let's let you feel, okay?
Before he goes, he pulls his weapons and looks at Anya. He'll drop them, and he'll follow Ferris.
Anya picks them right back up and puts them on her back.
Okay.
So, like, he has a great weapon, right?
I have a warhammer and a battle axe.
So the battle axe is a pretty big weapon. So you
I
see the
also have- I
glaive
also
and the battle
have a
axe
whip.
crisscrossing, while the hammer is strapped to her side, right on top of her crisscrossing hand axes.
All right.
He also has a whip.
Hold
so you can
on,
put that
Roderick.
down. Yes.
Would Roderick accept the hug from Celica? Celica would want to try and give you a hug.
Not the way he is right now. No.
Okay.
He couldn't accept it.
All right. So for the sake of brevity, Armin, do you read the note in game?
Well,
Lipia,
actually
actually,
for
Lipia,
the
you have
note
the note.
was found.
Lipia, you have the note.
I
So,
have the
Lipia, if you'd like to read it aloud for the group in game, please do.
Okay.
Well, we're not there, so
Yes, but like this is like when you guys reconvene and everything.
A supply of product at base is running low this month.
No, this is for Hugo. This is
No,
for Hugo.
for
letter.
Hugo. The letter is going to be for Hugo.
Ooh,
Oh right. Oh
I'm
shit. Wrong
interested
letter.
now.
From Hugo. Right. To Hugo, I
The
thank you
set-
for the information surrounding the Devil Assassin. It is going. It is good to know that that you are skilled in keeping.
You
tabs
still
on-
keep tabs on him.
Okay, you still keep tabs on him. Your work on him years ago is truly inspiring. Support of your food will arrive with this letter. I look forward to our continuing partnership and support, but leave him for me. I want him broken. He is mine. I know you have an interest in him as well, but best not for vampires to meddle in the affairs of fiends.
That was
Oh,
supposed
so
to be
there's a
transported.
There's a vampire still keeping tabs on me. Great.
Also, read the words because it implies he did something years ago to you.
it does.
Oh my.
Anyway, something was
Your
done
work
you.
on him years ago. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, he did something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He diddled you.
Okay, that
Who did what?
fucking no,
Sorry. I'm sorry.
What just happened?
Nothing.
dude. Don't be
You on.
facetious right now.
Okay.
Come on.
Continue on.
Continue on. All right. So for anyone who wants to search this for anything of value, I would invite you all to roll investigation checks.
Yeah, Armin currently
No, I
walked
don't think-
off.
I don't think any either of them would. I know
I'll roll
Ferris is
investigation.
off with.
Roderick
Roderick.
still feels like an absolute.
Delica's gonna
Ferris
search
out there.
for any sort of information, books, knowledge, stuff like that.
Yeah. Alicia's just basically Alicia is gonna help Armin.
Armin just fine. I rolled a 19 to find what I was looking for.
You find the steel shipment. As well, you find in the stables outside a carriage with 2 horses, both black.
Hey,
Yeah, I guess
nice.
we have a carriage now.
Yeah, I guess
That's
so.
why I guess we have a carriage now. I
Yeah.
don't think anyone will mind us borrowing.
He's just carrying this
19.
he's just carrying this big bag of steel like over his shoulder. Right.
At least it makes getting back to the city easy.
I suppose.
True, but Armin,
All
are
right.
you okay?
I've been better, but I'll live.
He's Lippia said Armin, not,
Not
Omen.
Omen. It's similar.
It's close enough.
He's just staring straight ahead.
But
Celica. With a soft 20, you find their treasury, which includes 6,000 gold.
Oh,
Wait.
You have a
I
bag
hate
of
being
gold.
that guy, but I have to be honest. I rolled a 13. It rolled twice.
Okay. In that
Unless
case,
if you want to be kind,
I'll be
but
kind.
I'm
I'll be kind. That was
telling you
that was a
maybe-
tough fight, and Morthos did escape, so I will be kind here. You find
Also,
Okay.
6,000 gold, 2 diamonds worth 200 gold, a sapphire, like a large sapphire.
yeah,
Give me a sec.
taking the diamonds.
And
Where's a wizard when you need one?
right. 1 second. Let me get my list because I have a list for this. Because there was a reward for beating this. There was a reward for conquering this fort. Give me a sec. I gotta find it somewhere. It's in here somewhere. I wrote this down. Curse me. Anyways.
And also, I remember that the deal said the deal we made with Flicker in the group is that we
Yes,
get
the bounties. Yeah, you get the bounty. You
It's
get the
loot.
stuff in here. Yeah, you get the loot, which he is
Ah-ha.
regretting
We get
right now.
6,000 gold.
Yeah, 6,000's a lot,
You
especially for how many
find
people?
a scroll. Okay, Celica, do you read Draconic?
Do I? I don't think I do on this chapter.
Celica, does Celica read Draconic? Because she's the one here.
I do.
Does anybody know how to read this? It's in Draconic. I think it's in Draconic.
In German.
I think it's in Draconic.
I like
no
to
joke.
think-
I think
I
we
like to-
flavored it that Draconic.
Yeah, I
That's
think
Draconic
we
is
did.
Anyways,
German in
Does
there.
anyone read Draconic though?
I do
Nope.
not.
6
I do
languages.
not.
I don't speak it.
Ferris.
Can't read.
True.
blind. It was in Braille. Braille Draconic?
No.
Bro,
Is
Draconic.
is that a
He
thing?
can't read it anyway. If
Keep-
it's written in ink, he would be able to read it because ink actually leaves an
Oh, yeah.
overlap.
A quill would leave an indent.
Okay,
Yeah,
then
so
yes,
he
he
would have
could.
been able
He
to
could.
read it, but he can't. He does not know Draconic.
However, he's not
Even
there
though-
right now. He is not there. He's
Yeah.
with Roderick helping cheering the poor guy up. All right, so no
I
one here
know
reads
someone
Draconic.
who would be. I know someone who would. I'm gonna keep that scroll to myself.
All right, write in your inventory Draconic scroll.
And before it's a spell scroll.
Okay, give me a second. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
You find. All right, that was that.
Yozana can't read.
Yeah, Yozana can't read. I know she can't.
The one time I make a
You
character that doesn't have
also
any-
find a crystal sword.
Ooh, fancy.
Is a sword made out of crystal.
kind of crystal.
Kyber?
The clear, tinted.
Clear.
I'll take
However,
Kyber crystal.
does anyone pick it up? It is a longsword.
Omen can. Well, Omen can turn a magical weapon into
I
her.
feel like
pack.
I would just investigate it, honestly.
As you pick it up, Omen, the
I
interior
never
of the
said she did.
crystal.
I never said she did.
Okay.
I was saying I could transform it into my pack weapon, but it would still use my strength, and I have no strength, so no.
Yep. All right.
fine
Does
with me.
anyone wish to take the
Hey.
crystal blade?
Anya's still here, so if you give it to Anya,
As you pick it
she'll
up,
hold it.
Anya, the crystal inside begins to glow with this white energy.
Ooh.
You smell magic. Tons of it.
Do I
Yes.
smell magic?
Yes, you do. This is a magical item. It requires attunement. Do you wish to attune to the crystal blade?
She sniff, and then she'll just like, okay.
Okay, this is a crystal blade. This does normal damage, but when you hit a target, this does an extra 1d8 d8 radiant damage. The sword has 3 charges and expends 1d3 and regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. When you hit a creature with an attack roll using the sword, you can expend 1 charge to regain a number of hit points equal to the radiant damage the sword dealt.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yummy, yummy.
It's in Fizbins if you need a reference.
That's
Okay.
Oh, I kind of
Fruit
guessed it was a
salad.
Fizbin thing.
Yummy.
Yummy, yummy.
Okay.
You're gonna replace
Radiant
your cabbage
damage.
stick with it.
You also
Uh-huh.
You also find, Celica, a unique spear. Like, it looks a little jagged, vicious almost.
Does anyone here
Celica
use-
will take it.
not a glaive, a spear.
I think Roderick has. Yeah, I'm gonna assume. I would assume Roderick would have.
I mean, any martial character has proficiency with all weapons, so.
I guess
Yeah,
I'll take
Celica
it
will-
too. It's a spear, right?
It is a spear.
Celica will take it.
Alright?
You know how to use a spear.
Yes, actually.
It is a strength-based
simple
weapon.
weapon.
It is a strength-based
simple.
weapon. It is a strength-based weapon, though.
Do you have a lot of strength?
You can only wield one weapon at a time.
No, however, Celica still wants it. Mainly for studying purposes. But when
Alright.
she's strong enough, when they are strong enough, they are going to want to use it.
Okay.
Depending on what it is.
It is not an attunable item, so you're fine. Now,
Okay.
finally, you also find instructions for the cottage that Armin had found.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah, he did.
Oh god, we have an insta home,
Yes,
a
we
mobile
did.
home.
Yes,
mobile
you kind of
have-
do.
Wait,
You
you
actually
have
do.
to?
Oh.
Well,
Yeah,
you know
one
what's
second.
funny?
Here, let me
wasn't-
read this item. Let me read this item. This is a 1-foot-long chest that looks like a replica of a woodland cottage and is magically locked. You can use an action to place a chest on the ground and speak its command word. The command word is paradise. The chest immediately unlocks and grows into a cottage that remains until you use an action to speak the command word that dismisses it, which works only if the cottage is empty. When dismissed, the cottage returns to its normal chest form. If there is not enough space for the cottage, or there are creatures in the area where you speak the command word, the chest remains locked and the action wasted. The cottage is a wooden 2-story building that is 40 feet wide and 65 feet long. Inside is a kitchen, a dining room, and a large parlor with an ever-burning fire in its hearth. A curling stairway leads to the second floor, which has 4 bathrooms equipped with furniture you'd find in a modest to respectable inn.
Really?
The first floor has 6 windows, and each bedroom on the second floor has 1. When activated, the cottage has a small door on the side facing you. The door opens only at your command, which you speak as a bonus action. It is immune to the knock spell and similar magic, such as that of Chime of Opening.
Oh wow.
Here, this is a mouthful. I will post the picture. The cottage
So basically,
kitchen
Oh, go on.
is filled with
It-
magical utensils that automatically stir, measure, and heat all manner of cuisine. Any check made using cooked utensils in the cottage has advantage on the roll. When left to its own
Roger.
devices, the cottage magically produces an array of baked goods for up to 8 creatures when the cottage appears for the first time each day, and again each day at dawn until it's dismissed. Eating the food within the cottage provides enough nourishment to sustain a creature for 1 day. If any baked goods are left uneaten, they vanish at dawn as new goods appear. Any baked goods, furniture, or similar objects vanish when taken outside the cottage and immediately reappear inside. Further, Fae and true fiends, because I'm not going to count this for Armin, can't enter the cottage unless you choose to let them in. And creatures can't move or travel into it using teleportation by extra-dimensional or interplanar means. The cottage is made of wood and plaster, and its magic prevents it from being tipped over or moved. The door, roof, and walls, including windows, each have 60 hit points, immunity to damage from non-magical weapons, including siege weapons, excluding siege weapons, and resistance to all other damage. Only a wish spell can repair the cottage. The use of this spell counts as replicating a spell of 8 level or lower. Each casting of wish causes the roof, door, and one wall to regain all hit points. So yeah, you guys have a magic home.
Well, I tell you what's
Cool.
funny.
So hold on. Hang on.
We literally have a
So-
motorhome because we have a carriage
on.
that we can put it in,
Go ahead.
and then we have
Yeah.
a cottage.
Go ahead,
So
Jacob.
what we have
now is Bumbleboat and Optimus House.
God damn it.
Motherfuck.
Yeah.
I'll punch you.
Also, Celica would like to speak to Armin.
Okay. Well, we'll get to that in a
Armin's-
second because we still have stuff. Lipia, you find a
Yeah.
letter in Morthos's office, and it's addressed to Armin.
Oh shit.
Oh God.
I'm gonna read
Motherfucker wants to.
This
Say,
mother-
motherfucker
this
want to talk to
motherfucker.
you.
This motherfucker has
Damn.
some beef with you, Armin.
Or he's really into you.
Oh fuck! What does this letter say?
Give me
He
a
has
sec.
better luck sticking his dick in a cactus.
Really not Zeus.
Oh my god, you guys are
To be fair,
childish.
Zeus would stick his dick in a cactus.
Enters careless Westbridge.
I don't think the cactus would even want him either.
Yeah.
Magoose.
God. Oh my
Oh,
god.
I love it.
Look
Megusta.
here. It should be
Yeah, it's
available.
computer
I'm gonna make it
managers.
outside document so it's the most obvious thing, and then you can enter it.
I love Magusta. That's pretty cool.
Me gusta.
And then a lot of games used. You hear all this
All right, it should be on
So-
top.
So it says,
don't-
you and I.
Oh, wait,
we are monsters.
Armin?
Oh,
She has not shared it
Yeah.
with you yet. Lipia, read it.
oh, she is not.
You and I are monsters, Omen. We are cursed. The world will turn on you. Your friends will abandon you, as mine did. As the world did to me, men like us will need to stick together and
To get what we want.
to get what we want.
It's the only paradise we will ever
Yeah.
know.
All right. It is the only paradise we will know when the world casts you out, when your friends abandon you. I will be here waiting for you in paradise. M.
Wait. So is he in the cottage?
No.
Oh.
He
No.
plane
Oh,
He can't
shifted.
be in the cottage.
Yeah,
it's
he can't
closed.
plane shift there. So
Okay.
you don't know
And the
where the hell
cottage
he
is
is.
closed.
You don't know
it
where the
won't-
hell he
it
is.
won't close if someone's in it.
Lipia frowns and shoves the letter in her bag for now.
Okay.
You don't bring that to Armin.
Not
Whatever
yet.
you do.
Okay. Now with that, Anya, do you wish to roll an investigation check to see what else you could find here?
Sure. No advantage. Sight, smell, hearing.
Smell.
Well, it doesn't
never
matter
mind.
anyway.
Anya,
Doesn't matter.
you go into one of the weapons rooms, and you find a very unique glaive.
Nice.
Let me pull up the
Ooh,
stats for it.
special.
Let me pull up the s-
Gimme.
Give me a sec. Let me pull up the stats for it. Give me a sec. Let me be patient.
Say,
You see
Okay.
this. You see this glaive. One second. Let me double check to make sure that's the right thing. Nope. Oh shit! Did I lose it?
Did you
Fuck.
lose it? What did you lose?
1 second.
How did you lose an entire glaive?
his sanity.
My glaive.
I
My
mean-
stick.
I
glaive.
okay. Okay, I found it.
Thank fuck.
This is a homebrew item, mine. So
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Top 5 things said a moment before disaster. This is Felix's homebrew.
all right. So this
Oh.
glaive has is made the shaft of the glaive is made out completely of wood, the finest carve you've ever seen. The pommel is a halloween wolf,
Very fitting.
and the blade itself almost looks like a great wolf's fang.
Ooh. Very fitting.
This
Or-
item is called the Halloween glaive.
Ooh.
The Halloween glaive.
Yep.
Or did you
It
mean the
requires a
howling
tomb.
glaive?
The Halloween glaive, yeah, howl.
So you stab someone, then they
Howling.
make them.
Ooh, yeah. Put it in my sheet. Put it in my sheet.
Well, I'm gonna make a document
Put it
available
in
to
my
you.
sheet. Put it in my
Do you,
sheet.
does Anya wish to
Put it in
attune
my
to?
sheet.
Does Anya wish to attune to this? Because at
Yes,
this point,
I need
this.
a better glaive.
All right, then you are now attuned to 3 items: the crystal blade, the bracers of defense, and the Halloween glaive.
Fuck, 3 already.
This is a +1 magical weapon.
Amen. Now I got a magic
Nice.
weapon.
You got
As a
two.
bonus action,
Too, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Go on. As a bonus action.
you may stick the blade of the ground. You may stick the blade into the ground, and the pommel of the wolf will howl. Everyone
Ooh.
within 15 feet of your choosing will need to make a DC equal to 8 plus your con plus your proficiency wisdom saving throw, or be frightened of you for 1 minute.
Okay.
I
Very
can assume
important.
you just repeat the save if you fail.
Very
At each your turn.
Very important wording here. Is it 30 within 15 feet of where you choose?
Yes,
All creatures within 15 feet of where you choose,
yes,
or all creatures within 15, all creatures that you choose within 15
yes,
feet.
the second one.
Thought so.
And I
So you
choose,
choose.
okay.
You,
Mhm.
so it's not you choose where the effect is. It's 15 feet around you, but you choose who has to make the saving throw.
Mhm.
So in other words, you don't scare us.
Mm-hmm.
Rar.
This
Rawr.
will be a wisdom save.
Nice.
We all know how good. Yeah, good thing that we were immune to it because we don't have to worry about it because we all know how good this party is at wisdom saving throws.
I'm good at wisdom
I-
saving throws. What are you talking about?
Put it on my sheet! Put it on my sheet!
Well, I have the document, so you can put it yourself.
Okay.
Give me a second to make a document
Freaking-
available.
I am
yes.
throwing so much shade right now.
But yes, this is a magical glaive.
Well, she
I-
has big stick now. She just throws old stick on floor.
She has new stick.
I have
Yep,
new
you
stick.
pick it up, and it feels like, again, like you watch this. It does smell magic.
Just love sticks.
She's kind of like she
Stick.
sniffs it, tunes to
It just
it,
loves sticks.
It
and she's just like
smells
wagging her
of wood.
tail.
It just smells of wood.
Magic.
You can smell magic.
I can smell magic.
You truly are a great
Smells
hunter.
really delicious.
No.
He said the trigger word.
I am not great hunter. Now where's Raven?
Helping the other one.
Yep.
Where is
Did you wish to roll an investigation check, Omen? Because I don't think you did.
No, she's busy helping Arm. She's just
Okay,
helping.
go ahead and do that.
He's gonna go find
Okay,
her
and
Raven.
during all this time, Armin and Omen, you've been talking, so go ahead.
Like he's walking around, he's just beyond furious. He's just looking around trying to find. I know that because he rolled it. He did find them. He's just like, like he's breathing heavy. He's just not from exhaustion either.
Yeah, it's just
Rage.
Yeah.
Yes. Fucking idiot. Is he just like looking around corners looking for the steel? Just like walking.
You eventually find it, yeah.
What was he thinking? What the fuck was he thinking?
I'm annoyed with him too. It left a sour taste in my mouth the moment he decided to give himself up for no reason.
I told him to just fucking go. This wouldn't have happened if he just didn't come with us. Where the fuck are they? He's just I assume they finally just he just shoves a door open and he just sees him.
Yes, you do.
He just steals a big bag of steel.
Mhm.
There it is.
It's marked with
Just
his,
haul-
it's marked with the logo you were looking for, so it is the one.
Yeah.
Well, that's that mission complete. Not without some losses.
Let's go.
As they're walking back, I went, look, I didn't enjoy being shackled like that. Nor did I enjoy getting stabbed in the back. Nor did I enjoy coming back to consciousness after and then realizing I've been stabbed in the back. Literally. But look, I don't know much about his kind, but powerful undead are known for manipulating people's minds. Sometimes there's just nothing you can do about it. It's truly not his fault, and I guarantee you if he's a good person, which I do believe he is beating himself up on the inside. He did what he thought was right, and there's something to be admired in. He gave up. gave himself up because he wanted to, because it was in his. He thought it was the honourable thing to do. He was an idiot, but you've got to give him credit for sticking to his guns.
Armin like is walking. He stops for a second. He sets the bag down. He just sighs. Goliaths. They're a lot different than what some people think of them.
That statement
Yeah.
holds true to someone else I know.
He just like looks at her for a sec. I respect that he wanted to stay loyal and honorable. But there are some times that you have to think before you act.
And
Hate
there
to
are-
say it, I don't think he did, as he just starts walking again.
Omen follows. I agree. He didn't think before he acted. He just stuck true to what he believed was right. It's something he'll have to learn. I think keeps getting himself if he gets himself stuck in future situations, he'll learn. But he's not the only one that could do to learn something. You're constantly beating yourself up over what you are. You're sticking true to what you've been told, as it were. And you and him are alike in that sense. You keep telling yourself that you're this monster. You'll learn. But you're not. If he can learn to put that aside, to put his honor aside when the time is right, and make the right decision, then surely you can learn to stop beating yourself up over an act.
Armin like stops, and he just like sits. He like sits down, like leaning up against a wall, and he's like, honestly, I've had this feeling for so long. I don't know what to do anymore. That's all I want, though, is to get rid of this pain in my chest. And I just don't know how.
At this point, Ani, you find Raven.
Raven!
Hmm.
Raven,
Yes,
you okay?
been better.
Okay. She's kind of like pressing herself up against you, like, you know how dogs
Yeah,
when they're
yeah.
happy
I
to
know
see
what
you,
you're
they're
I know
all over
exactly.
you.
I know
That's
exactly.
her right now.
Touch
Yeah,
my face.
That's her right now.
Anya, calm down. I'm here.
You went down. You got hurt.
Not the first
Okay.
time, won't be the last.
Probably, as you see Ozana like just remove herself from the ceiling where she was hiding and stands upside down, looking you in the eye, Armin.
He's just staring at her. What?
You're nice. Stop acting like a piece of shit. As she gets back up and then climbs away.
Say-
Someone get it.
Omen looks at him and says,
Like,
even the damp here gets it.
As he starts, as she's like, I assume she's like walking away on the ceiling.
Yes.
Yeah, she's just
It's like the
He's
most
just like-
surreal thing
he
you've
just
ever
looks-
seen.
Armin is just like, you really need a fucking bell.
all I could just imagine is Zoe work.
Like if Ferris is gonna do that.
Right? What makes it worse is that she doesn't need to breathe, so you can't even hear her breaths.
Yeah.
So Omen just kind of pets on, not head scritches, but just kind of pats. And,
Yep.
Okay, I'll live.
Nice.
Norman, how are you feeling?
He's still just like sitting down, just like staring straight ahead. His head's resting up against the wall, and his eyes just turn towards you. I'm not hurt, if that's what you're asking.
I'm asking both of you.
Actually, Anya would then do the same thing to freaking Armin.
Kind of.
Are you okay? Like, are you okay?
You can let go of me, Wolf. I'm uninjured.
She doesn't even have you grappled. She's just like, she just
In your
wants to make
face.
sure you're fine. She knows you were angry and very upset. So she's like, "Are you okay?"
At this point,
Are
you guys,
okay?
yeah.
Hang on. Odman, are you still hurt anywhere? Is there anywhere that I can go and help heal you?
I told you I'm uninjured.
I
Actually,
said
he is at
Omen.
full health.
I said
Oh.
Omen.
God,
Oh, I heard Armin.
Armin,
Call me
I'm
Luke
gonna
again.
get to you, but Celica is concerned about Omen right at the moment, since she got down.
I've been better, but I've been worse too.
That's good. I'm glad to hear it. At the very least, that you're not too terrible. Hopefully, next time that we see this person, we'll go and take care of it right, proper. Make sure no one else gets down that next time too. Ottoman, could I
like,
speak to you in private for a second?
He just sighs and gets up, like slowly gets up and starts walking with Celica. Is this something you want to take to secrets, or is it?
Yes.
All right.
Hi
Go to
guys.
secrets.
That guy fix.
Oh boy.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go to secrets.
Okay.
fuck.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
He's like, they're walking. He's like, what is it?
Thing that well, that has been said about you killing your family. I want to know more about it. Just kind of gives you not really a glare, but kind of just a stern look. It's mixed with curiosity, intrigued, and at the same time, sadness.
You see that his eyelids are like twitching a little bit. Just and there is a somber look on his face. Why? Why do you care?
Why do I care? Because I consider you a friend, Ottoman. And because even despite what you have done, doesn't change for who you are today. And when it comes down to your past, you don't grow anymore if you don't confront it. Sure, we make mistakes and we do bad things, but if we acknowledge those, and accept that that's something we've done and try to improve ourselves, which you have, then I guess there's nothing to be afraid of. I'm not gonna go and I'm not gonna go and betray you or abandon you because of what you done. I just want to know what you did.
You want the truth?
Yes.
He sighs for a sec. He stops and sits down, just kind of slumps over on the wall. I was born in Orrington. That much is obvious. We grew up on a little farm near the capital. We were poor. We had very little. Everything we had went to the higher ranked officials and nobles in the city. But we had each other. I was an only child. It was just me, my mother, and my father. Takes a momentary pause. Growing up, I was plagued by the voice of Bariel in my head. For days on end, I would be haunted by nightmares. With her voice, he curls his fingers and clutches his temple, emanating in my mind, telling me to do nothing but burn the world to ash. For a short time, we all saw it as just strange, recurring nightmares. Throughout, sometimes even throughout the day, I would just be screaming at nothing, telling him to shut up. Takes another pause. Eventually, we got fed up. I was scared. We went to the capital. We went to the Church of Arcane, hoping that the clergy could help us. I was 9. The closer I approached the church, her voice just became louder and more deafening, urging me to let loose and destroy everything. His tears streaming from his eyes. When we entered the church, that voice became too much for me to bear. I finally screamed in anger for that voice to shut up already. And that's when it happened. He's like holding his hand now. It's that red clawed coloration, and there's just a flame in his hand. My power was unleashed for the first time. So many people around. When it happened, the entire church caught fire. Hundreds of people were incinerated. Women, children. My own mother and father among them. Almost 20 years later, I still hear their agonized screams ringing in my head. I haven't gone back to Orrington since. I've been too racked with guilt to go back. You know, they say that I'm choosing to be angry. Yeah, I am. Everyone's got their own way of coping with their problems, I guess. He's just kind of looking to the side now. God, I'm actually tearing up.
Celica would go and give you a light hug. She holds you there. It's okay, Ottoman. Go ahead and continue crying.
He's just like staring there he's just like looking to the side for a sec. Silent tears streaming down his face, and he says, now you know the truth. Same as Alicia.
Ottoman. None of us here would fault you for that. As for the people there are always times to make amends and to make changes. There have been many people who have done horrible things, but have gone and changed their ways. You can't change what happened. Just move forward. And you got people by your side to help you throughout that way. If it's worth something here, everybody has had some rough patches in their lives. And you can't exactly bring back the dead. But that doesn't mean you can't go and try to do what is right for those who died by an incident that wasn't caused by you. When we find out who this person is, was Bariel, wherever they lie at, we'll make sure that she goes and gets paid. We'll make sure that they go and get paid, and that those who have lost their lives to them will have at least the rightful justice, and for many more that bears this curse will not bear it no more. I want to show you something, Ottoman. Can we go to the roof real quick?
Sure. As he just like gets up and just follows you.
You get up to the roof. Celica just kind of has you stand there. Considering you've told me quite a bit of what happened, it's only fair that I want to reveal this to you because I trust you. Since you have trusted me for telling me what all happened, I want to return the favor. Not out of need to, but because I want to. Because I consider you a friend. With this, you do begin to see Celica's necklace and the emerald above their head begin to glow. And you see the clothes on Celica begin to transform. Their skin transforming into going into a deep oceanic blue, and then eventually turning into a metallic shape and forming into a wolf, a metallic wolf. And you hear Celica in your head. This is what I truly am. I may not be no demon.
Devil.
Or I may not be no devil. But to many others, I'm not human either.
What? I don't understand. What? I thought druids would not like this.
I'm a different type of druid. One that I still don't fully understand my own self. My family, my tribe, to some, even to myself, I would call it a curse, but at the same time a blessing. We ourselves, quite a bit ago, had discovered some magic, and my tribal leader had found use for that magic, wanted to investigate it. And so, after trying experimenting it on himself, he gained the form of this, being able to royal shape into construct-like beings, as many others would call it. And
That's unique.
he found that it is better that for those who opt to have it at that generation stage to give it to their kids, and from those kids pass it on to the next. While it's not hereditary, those who get it at a young age tend to have this slight effect. Celica goes and returns back to their fawn form, and you see them take off the necklace for a second, and you see a completely deep blue fawn. This is what I truly am. Thanks to this magic, my pigments in my own skin has been changed, altered. I wear this necklace as a disguise. As for the gemstone, I don't even know where I received it, but I've had it since I was a child. In some ways, I feel a connection to it, almost like it's magic. But I'm not fully sure on how or what it is. I may not even be fully humanoid at all. I may just be someone else that is from another world. I'm not saying that me and you have had had similar lives, but I wanted you to know that I'm not exactly normal either. I am a being of oddities that any time that you have gone through and expressed your anger about what you are, deep down I feel that. I don't understand all you've gone through, and I can only imagine the hardships that you have endured over the past 20 years. But just know, Ahsoka goes and puts back on the necklace, and they revert back to their original form. But I'm standing right here next to you every step of the way, even if you are irritating sometimes.
He just
I-
he smirks.
I consider you a close ally, a brother. Wouldn't have it any other way.
He starts to walk. He starts to walk past you, not saying a word. He turns around. He just like puts a hand on your shoulder, and you see a very very small smile on his face, and he goes, "Thanks for the pep talk, Celica." And he just starts walking down.
Armin,
He
before
stops.
you go, I
He turns
do
around.
want to ask you a favor.
He's just looking at you.
At times, I'm planning on telling everybody else. But for now, can you keep this a secret between the two of us?
He just looks at you. Keep what a secret, and just starts walking back down.
Celica has a smirk, and she just, as Celica goes and quietly says to themselves, "You son of a bitch." Alright, we can hop back in
All right, we'll go back to general.
Talking about him now.
Roderick, as you wait outside for the others, Ferris is there by a campfire, just trying to cook up some food.
Roderick's just sitting there. He still feels like a complete shithead, just sitting
Hey,
crisscross applesauce.
hey.
Well, the term shithead isn't exactly wrong.
No.
Yeah.
Keep going, yeah. Hey. You look like you want to say something, but you sound like you want to say something, buddy.
He shakes his head no. Like a baby, just like a kid that's just like doesn't want to eat his vegetables. Just
Like a kid. Oh my god.
Oh God.
Ferris, be dad. Go dad mode. Well, actually, go uncle mode. Do
Yeah.
that.
Look,
Be the cool uncle.
buddy,
He is the cool uncle.
buddy, not eating won't help you, okay? Now, I can hear you're pretty hungry. I don't think they fed you, did they? Right, so come on.
Right on cue.
Come on. You know you want food. So come on, take a little bite.
he'll slowly take a bite.
Is he able to like feed him like a baby? Oh my.
No.
No, do not
No, he
treat Roderick
doesn't.
like a
He
baby.
doesn't.
He's not.
No, that's all that's happening. He lets him take it.
Yeah.
See? Better.
Roderick. He just silently eats.
Eat some stew. You're not yourself when you're hungry.
Gosh.
Oh,
Oh wow.
You need a Snickers.
Need a
You're not
Snickers.
you when you're hungry.
Need a
Anyways,
Snickers.
now,
Snockers.
look. You messed up.
All the
We
chuckles.
all mess up, okay? It's not how we mess up, but what we do after that. Okay? Bud,
Okay.
now, from what I heard from your friends, you went in there willingly, is that right?
Yes.
That's very loyal of you. You didn't abandon your friends. You should be proud that you didn't.
I just didn't want to lose more family.
That's fair. Loss is something that I have been fortunate enough not to have with my own family. But you can't help them if you're chained up. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is the right thing to do.
I set his bowl down as it's completely empty.
Mm-hmm. You want more?
And he just
No, I think that's good enough for me.
This guy looks like he could probably stand to have more. He looks very lean, underfed.
who me?
No, this guy, Ferris.
Oh,
You and the others should eat.
They'll eat when they get here, and I already had my bowl. Now, look. You could do two things. You can either quit, or you can move on and learn from this. And something tells me you're no quitter. So what you gonna do?
Gonna have to keep going.
And
I'm not gonna quit.
and
I'm gonna apologize.
one more. He said learn from this as well.
And
he's like scratching his head. He's like, "Fuck, what did he say again?"
Make a history
Learn?
check. Yes,
I'll
learn from
make it-
this. You're gonna learn from this, okay? Look, and again, if you want to know where my sister is, if you really want to play music, she usually travels to Marinton. So you could probably find her there.
thank you.
Of course. And with that, you guys arrive at this point, all of you. Also, Lipia, do you wish to try and decode that journal you found?
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
Roll an intelligence check. Is anyone giving Lipia the help action?
I might as well
I can't
try.
read.
Alright.
Salika
So,
will give you guidance.
Natural 20. Alright, you pass, so you get the first entry of this journal that's decoded. This is Morthos' journal. I'll read it aloud for you.
Okay.
If Lipia, does Lipia wish to read it aloud first off, so everyone can hear this?
She reads it to herself at first, but then she does read it out loud.
Okay, so this is the first entry. There's more to be decoded. Also, do you show Armin the letter after this? Just think about that. Anyways, this is my record. Morthos' journal. This is my record. My proof that I lived, that I am alive, that those who try to deny my soul are proven wrong, even if it remains a hollow self-victory. I was born, like most Camion, to a dying mother and absent father. I never knew what devil made me, not for a while anyways. Growing up, looking more like a devil than a tiefling was hard. Those who would raise me turned me away. Monster, they called me. I had to steal, hurt, to survive. I was not a monster. They were wrong. I desperately thought that. I was 10 when I killed for the first time. It was another beggar. A passerby threw a single gold coin. We both scrambled for it. I wanted that coin. I deserved that coin. I knew not love. I knew not any form of compassion. Nothing but the cruel reality of staying on top to survive. The beggar, an older man, kicked and punched me, trying to get rid of me. I headbutted him, my horns piercing his eyes. As he tossed and turned on the ground, I did not feel guilt, but rather catharsis at this pain this man felt, that for once I caused pain. I then thought, what if I took it a step further? I placed my hands on his throat, squeezing the life out of this filth. I remember the life leaving his eyes, and so I found a new calling. Plenty of people wanted others dead. Why couldn't I fulfill this need? Better my life than the misery of others. They called me monster, and if the world called me this, then so be it. The role of monster I would play. That is all you can decode for the night.
Lypia's not gonna show the letter to Armin until she knows he's calm.
Armin, are you calm?
No.
That's a good question. No.
No.
Okay. He's calmed down a little bit after his talk with Celica and Omen,
little
both
bit.
of them.
Just a little bit.
It is a little
Just
bit.
a little bit.
Little.
He's
Yeah.
still he
Keyword.
still looks rather annoyed.
He's always gonna look angry.
So to be fair, he is the king of resting bitch face. So
Right.
No,
that's
that's
alright.
Elrin.
So he pulls up Karai's head. I'm just gonna take this to the guard station. It seems like you got more than your fair share of gold.
So we each got 1,000 gold, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
yes.
All right, I'll add that.
Right.
So should I add 1,000
Yes.
250?
Yep. Add 1,000 to your. Anyways. Right. So, Ferris speaks up. So we should probably head back to our office.
We got a Omen pipes up. We got a sweet ride.
Appreciate it, but I prefer walking among the forest.
Suit yourself.
Armin also pulls out the cottage chest, and he's like, by the way, I found this with the coat. I have no idea what it is.
Ooh,
You literally read the instructions.
no, Celica read the instructions.
No, Celica read the instructions.
Celica, could you tell Armin what it is?
Right. That is a mobile cottage.
He like
You have to say the right-
turns his head towards you. What?
It's a mobile cottage. If we say the phrase, it will transform into a house.
Do you place it down away from you, Armin, and say the command word?
He walks over
Omen,
into like
Omen.
a courtyard area.
Omen
he
looks
puts-
at it. Omen looks at it. It's like, now this I gotta see.
I gotta see
by-
it too. He puts it down and he
Ferris
steps back.
coughs.
He's like,
Oh, by the way, guys, I found about 6,000 gold back inside the fort. Paradise.
yeah.
Yellowstones.
He said the command word.
He's setting a memory.
As
so
you
he's
do, the
like,
cottage grows
"Paradise."
into something that can hold all of you. all
Armin,
the big group.
it's 40 something feet tall, right? So
45
Armin is
roughly.
just Armin
60
like
feet.
is like looking up at it, like Armin's looking up and he's just like, what the fuck?
Well, Sadako wasn't lying.
Anya
I like
kind of like jumps and she's like on all fours. Like
Anya.
what
What? Anya, it's magic.
Celica's gonna go inside.
the fuck? She sniffs.
It's
the
a nice
air.
interior. But
It
as
is
they say this,
amazing.
as you do that, Ferris says, "Well, that sounded cool, but we should be heading off. I hope that we're provide great help to you.
You were.
Thank you."
Thank you.
She looks at Yozara looks at you, Anya. Good dog. She tries to pet you.
She lets her pet, and then she's doing the thing.
Yep.
She's all over Yazana.
No,
Oh,
no,
God.
okay, we're not. Okay. She tries to back
She's
off.
all over Yazana.
Oh,
She as soon as she backs off, she sits down and she looks sad.
Aw.
don't guilt trip me.
She's still looking sad, looking up with puppy eyes.
You get 1
I'm
minute.
back.
You get 1 minute.
She does it again.
Wait,
After a
what
minute,
is
she
it?
backs off. But anyways, they
She does
all
it to
look at you.
Ferris.
Yep. Oh, good. Go. I love this. Thank you. All right. At this point, they all get up. No.
What did I just miss?
Anya. Yeah. No. But anyways, they all look at you. Well, I'm glad Flicker found you. You guys look like you needed help. Also, stay out of Paragua. For the love of God.
Wait, we're
Rod-
all told this?
Yes, he says that to you before you leave. Stay out of Paragua for the love of God.
What the hell is he talking about?
Look,
That-
some crazy shit's
Just
happening there. Just stay out. You're better off.
Does Roderick remember Paragua?
Yes, that is where that's where Roland was from.
Roland.
Wait, you know Roland?
He help me once in a while. Or is he okay?
I don't know. I had a job there before I met you a couple of days ago now. We were to investigate something for Roland. We had to leave him behind. He saved one of us. Not the group I'm with currently, strangers. But
I see.
he was taken by a cult that worships something called Athudan.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
God.
Ah.
Also, apparently, their leader is apparently the champion of Athudan.
Ah.
Gross.
I would say out of Paragua, no matter what, it is a very, very bad place right now.
So, out of game state, we can all agree not to go there.
Everyone who played in the previous campaign.
I-
Shit. Here we go again.
Here we go
I-
again.
Here we go again.
As for Roland,
That's literally what
I don't know if he's alive, but I know that High King Papyrus was assassinated.
Wait.
Papyrus? Oh my
Oh,
dude.
Payrus, my bad,
Dude,
Payrus.
Daddy.
Shut up. Apparently,
No, it's Papyrus.
apparently the High King has been killed. The High King has been killed. It's very unstable there right now. I would avoid it at all costs.
Where is that?
Fragua is north to Zargan.
No. Oh, the High King of Prague was killed?
Yes, he was assassinated.
Ooh.
And what of the stone tablet?
Stone tablet. We never. He didn't mention anything about a stone tablet.
Never mind then.
All right. Well, take care, all of you. I felt it just to give you that warning. I don't know what's happening, but please stay safe. Also, Mr. Valak, if you would like, since we're looking after the pups, perhaps you would like to accompany us? Val looks to you, Anya, almost looking for permission.
Anya kind of just looks down, like you have to choose.
I will accompany you, but so long as the Great Hunter promises to at least consider my words.
Oh no, she said the
He said the trigger word.
Yeah.
She bares her fangs.
If Anya considers what I have said.
I'll think about it.
That is all I can ask. And with that, they turn and walk away, and so leaves your allies. In the meantime, you guys have a cottage to explore.
Yes, we do.
Armin just kind of starts looking around through the cottage.
You all see baked goods on the table, smelling freshly good. Anya, you see like the best slab of meat you have ever seen in your life. There are
Celica's
runes for
gonna
all of
get
you.
me started.
She's standing
Investig-
there, resisting every urge in her body to try and eat that.
Rook is already
Okay,
running for it. Rook is
I'm
already
gonna-
ready for it.
I'm gonna
She
say.
lets Rook, but she's not gonna eat it.
I'm gonna say. Omen turns to Anya. Says, Anya.
Yep.
Stick it.
Okay, so by the way, there's food for your
You've
pets
been-
as well for
Right.
Alora and for Claus. And speaking of which, Alora runs up to you, Roderick. Very happy to see you.
He'll kind of reach down, kind of give her a nice, like, not too rough, but like one of those like really nice rough.
She nuzzles
pets.
into you. She's great. But yeah, you guys all have a good night. And
Roderick will take the.
Celica.
Roderick takes
God.
the smallest.
Celica
Things
will
so small as
spend
room.
they're
most
all
of
the
the
same
night,
size.
We'll
Oh,
spend
that's
most
right.
of the night writing in their journal over the events over the past week or two, and we'll try to, excuse me, kind of just look over and try to find any hidden details on that spear.
Roll Arcana, see if you can figure out what it is.
Oh, Arcana. Okay.
Woo woo. got
Does
it.
a
37.
You're not
That
sure what it
doesn't do
is.
nothing.
It does. You're not sure what it is. Now,
Well,
where
she
do you
rolled
guys
a
wish to
7.
head with the carriage? Do you guys wish to head? Where do you guys wish to head?
Right.
Okay. We know that there is still a vampire in Coopertown.
Yes.
However, we are ill prepared to fight a vampire.
We should
Yeah.
probably head
Of course we are.
Burrington
We're not
and then
waiting.
probably to Ruby Port.
We should. Okay, I suppose that we should try and head to. We should try and start heading towards Ruby Port.
That was our original intention, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Well,
but do you
do
guys
you
wish to make
really
a pit stop in Murrington to pick up supplies and also look for perhaps the bard for Roderick?
That is probably a good idea.
Well,
Oh,
I don't think
I kind of started this by dragging y'all along with this mission with the Brass Collective. I'm gonna remain neutral.
I think heading towards Morrington to continue our transport towards Ruby Port would be best.
Anya's neutral.
please.
Selk is up for stopping at for supplies.
We all-
Olympia?
Stopping for supplies would be a good idea.
All right.
By the way, Celica, the next morning, by the way, Roderick, Celica would give you a hug and says to him, I'm glad that you're safe, Roderick.
Lipia
The-
would want. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Lipia would want to talk to Omen privately.
quick.
However, we're not going to secrets.
Okay.
Alright.
You guys do
I have
that then. You go to a room in the cottage.
This is before the long rest, correct?
Yes, this would be
Yeah.
before the long rest.
The night before, yes.
Hey, Omen. I found this letter addressed to Armon,
Mm-hmm.
and it was from Morthos.
There's 2 letters actually, but he hasn't seen either of them.
Yeah, 2 letters. Yeah, there's 2 letters, and I'm kind of waiting for him to kind of calm down before I show him one addressed to him by Morthos.
I'm not even sure if it's the right thing to say. It's just more poison.
Yeah.
So
She basically shows Omen the letter.
Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Might be best to let me show him it.
All
Good
right.
idea.
I seem to be able to calm him down more than most.
Yeah, I wonder why. She chuckles lightly.
Oh, you know why.
Yeah, you like him.
And he seems to like me.
Yeah.
He's
Ship-
just jealous.
Shipping to be had. A good night's rest to be had by all. A villain retreated, but not defeated. We do not end
Right.
session here. As we then cut to the astral sea in the endless sense of stars and void. We see standing on a rock, patching his wounds. Regaining his strength. The defeated, but not dead Morthos. Armin. You'll see. They'll all see. I know you can't hear me, Armin. But you and I are the same. Everything you love will leave you. Everything you hold dear will burn as it did before. And I'll be right here awaiting you, my friend. And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Mother.
This motherfucker.
Oh god.
Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you have a good night.